Welcome back to Red and Black TV.
Oh, we're
Been
back.
a while.
We are back.
What's going on, boys?
Who's back?
Not bad, bro. Like, Kev, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good.
Kev?
I'm all right. Yeah, no, I'm all right. I'm
Then
good.
you got to throw a little pitch in.
Get it. Melbourne, come back. Yeah.
It's big round. I said, well, I put 3 games, actually 4 games.
4 games, bro.
4 games.
Since our last one. We haven't
They
done it
haven't
since
spoken.
before Christmas.
Everyone's been waiting, Banana. That's all.
Been waiting.
In Melbourne, that's everything anyone was telling me was, when's the next episode? When's the
you're
next
saying
episode?
they're like waiting outside with poles or something.
No.
To greet you guys.
That was a different story. But everyone's been waiting, so
We're here
the show
now.
must go on.
We'll break everything down. And
Shitload of games.
4
shitload,
games.
a lot to
Four
go
shitload.
through. I don't even think we should go back.
Nah, we will. We'll go
quickly.
I
through
think
them all.
MacArthur. We should just go back, touch on MacArthur. Man.
What about the positive game?
We'll go. Nah, we'll go
Let's
Wellington,
be positive.
Adelaide,
Let's not be
yeah.
negative. Then
First-
Oh, you want to
Before-
go back to Adelaide?
Yeah, we'll go. Before Adelaide,
Wellington?
bro. Let's go Wellington,
Wellington.
bro.
It's
Bro, I
Wellington.
can't remember what I ate this morning.
Bro, Wellington was a big game.
I couldn't even remember. I got to hit.
Let's go back season 22, 23. All the way.
ACL
All
win.
the way back.
Kev, we were
go
at
back to ACL.
We were at Wellington and we were at Brisbane. Okay,
Brisbane,
yeah.
Brisbane. Last potty we did, I think, was Brisbane.
Brisbane, yes.
And then, but before we get started, I think a couple of shout outs. Kev, you want to do the first one from Victory Away?
Yes, Victory away. So Brian, who came up to me at the stadium, halftime, haven't met the bloke before, but comes up to me, amazing gentleman, comes up to me, shakes my hand, goes, "Hey mate, big fan of the show."
Shout out Brian, eh?
On top of
Thank you,
that,
Brian.
rips out a $50 note and he goes, "This is for the show,
You're
donation
going
for
to
the
say he's
show."
going to rip out a flea or something.
No, but like it just goes to show that obviously everything that we're doing as a channel is working and the support's out there. So I want to say thanks to Brian, big shout
Brian.
out. Like for you to come do it in person,
Appreciate it.
You know it's a big step.
Where-
Malta was happy to see me when I gave him the $50.
I was like, what the hell? And then funny, at like 5 seconds after you left, like this happened at half time, yeah?
Yeah.
5 seconds after you left, Panter's future father-in-law, he came up and he goes, you from TV? I'm like, nah. He goes, yes, you are. Absolute champion of a bloke. Hey, like legit, he he was in the bay next to us, near Hammond's family, and he came over, had a chat, like a really, really friendly bloke, had a chat about Panther, had a chat about the Melbourne teams he supports. He used to support, but now supports us. Just a top bloke.
He's from Melbourne, is he?
Yeah, it's from Melbourne. Yeah, top bloke. I
No,
think
do we
Panter's
see
from
the
Melbourne.
$50 or what?
Where's the
Bro, you're drinking it.
Malta's got the cash.
you're actually drinking it.
It was funny though.
Say where's the
50, brother.
Malta
All
looks at
those
me,
hours for the 50, we don't even see it, bro.
but you want to know the funny part? Malta looks at me and goes, "What do I do with it?" I go, "I don't know, man. I go, put it in your pocket. I go, put it in your pocket. Buy
transfer
banana-
it to the
buy banana
transfer
another
this
bottle."
table right here.
Shout out to Brian.
Yeah.
Appreciate
it
it,
makes
mate.
it worth it, honestly. I can't remember Panter's father-in-law's name, but sorry, bro. But you're an absolute legend, and Brian too. It's worth it when they come up to us.
Yeah, I seen the message on it's that I had like no clue what was going on, mind you, and then obviously you
Malta,
guys knew
yeah.
what was going on. So
Yeah.
his
Banana,
reply.
Banana writes in the chat. Can someone reply
Sorry,
to the
mate.
guy about $50?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
No, it was good. It makes it worthwhile because like a lot of effort goes into this sort of stuff behind the scenes, a lot of editing, a lot of stuff, and moments like that. I don't
Bit
know,
of
like-
recognition, huh?
Yeah, it's like
That's good.
I don't really.
That's
Do you
good.
think guys really think I want to be sitting here next to Banana right now?
Yeah,
Fuck.
if you don't want to be seeing this, it's
Do it
Maltese
for
tight
the
ass.
people, bro. Do it for
Fuck,
the
bro.
people.
I don't know. I'm happy to sit next to Boz.
Yeah, I'm alright with Kev. wasn't too pleased about stopping my documentary halfway, but
Yeah.
What are you
no.
watching?
I'm watching a
Squid Games.
nah. It's called 11 Minutes. It's
Go for 11 minutes?
it's about the
False advertising.
I don't want to bring a sour note to show, but it's about the Vegas massacre. Remember the one?
yes.
Yeah, right.
So
No, it's taking a
the whole
dark.
the whole incident took 11 minutes. So it's a documentary about that. Highly recommend it.
Well, if it's anything like the last show and we start to ramble on, maybe you can give us a bit of a.
I'll pull you back, bro. Don't worry.
You can give us a.
All right.
I think. I think
Let's get straight.
Malta. I was just gonna say
Sorry,
maybe
mate.
just a quick shout out to everyone who came down to Melbourne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Great turnout.
Obviously, it was about 500 or 600 in the bay. A lot of the players' families went. Obviously, you mentioned the Hammond family. I think nice touch because his grandfather was there. Got to see Hammond score a goal.
Yes.
I think that just it summed up like the whole Wanderers family and everyone being there.
Yeah.
Shout out to every single person who went down to Melbourne.
and I think the whole away bay was sold out as well.
Yeah, 300. Well,
yeah,
bloody
okay.
loud. Like in the stadium, like I couldn't. I'm not exaggerating one bit. I couldn't hear Northern Terrace once during that first half.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time where I was either at a Victory game or watched a Victory game on TV and was disappointed with their turnout like that. Yeah. I don't know where the club's at. I haven't been following Victory. I don't know if it's the whole Kisnobo situation there, but that's the first time I've probably seen, 1.5 bays, if that.
The active bay was all right, but there was a lot of empty seats around.
A lot of empty seats.
A lot.
I thought there was going to be a bit more hype around the game.
Yeah,
Saturday night.
Good game.
I don't know
Always
if that's. I don't know if that's a reflection on the league where we're at in terms of numbers through the gates, but for a game that's been anticipated for so long, and a fixture that always throws up a lot of goals or entertaining. It's an entertaining fixture. To see a lot of empty seats in that stadium was disappointed because when you go to Melbourne, they're renowned for bringing a really good atmosphere.
Yeah.
So it was disappointing seeing so many empty seats. Look, I don't know what's happening there, if that's a reflection on them or the league, but
last couple home games of them have been like that.
Yeah, it's lost its.
It's sad.
It's lost a
Mojo.
bit of
Like
mojo,
if they're the biggest club in Australia, and you got to say they are.
Look, I've always stood by it. I always will, and I go off facts and numbers, right? And if you look over since the inception of the A-League. If you look at the average crowd, highest average crowd numbers, I think out of the 15 seasons, they've have 9 or 10 of the highest attendances.
They're the ones Sydney because of the away derbies.
That's right. Yeah. So if we're talking about 70% of the average highest average each year since the inception of the A-League. So when I say Victory is the forefront of active support in Australia, they've got the numbers behind them to prove it, right? So you're very enthusiastic about the Victory away trip, and to see them not roll in was disappointing, but that takes nothing away from our boys. Mate, they weren't our away end was awesome, active, loud, had everything, had the visuals, and I think you guys and
someone needed help. There was a smoke signal coming.
Smoke signal.
Yeah, it was very hot that day. We just needed some water.
I only wish that our fans could walk away with the 3 points there and make it even a better trip. But
close.
But that takes away nothing from what you guys put forward in terms of your support.
Driver's back at it.
Mate, Michael. We're getting your messages on Insta. He's got these countdowns going for the next home game, Auckland away, MacArthur away.
He's going crazy. He's getting crazy.
He showed us his tickets. Yeah, I'll be there 100%. I don't know if you guys are going.
He showed me something else. Can't say it on here.
It's
good to see you booked it, mate. I'll start booking soon.
I think I might need a bit more persuading for this one for Auckland away. Same way what you did to me on
a bit of G up. Get a poll going.
Just throw a poll up, bro.
Get the polls up.
I wasn't going to Melbourne until Malta gave me the harsh talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Just before the interviews, after.
Before and after the interviews, I can't believe you're not going, blah blah, and then
you don't regret it, do you?
Exactly. You're disappointed.
I think I said that.
Just for a lot of our fans that are dwelling whether to go or not. So we versus Auckland and Wellington within a 7-day period.
Yeah,
Wellington first.
That's right. Wellington first and Auckland the week after. So if you guys want to maybe, I know a lot of people that are taking their partners there and making it a week.
My
trip.
family's doing that.
Yeah, so it's a great opportunity to discover New Zealand as well. Yeah. You've got Monday to Friday to kind of do your own thing.
Yeah.
So you're really knocking off 2 birds with the one stone.
100%.
So
the Wellington game I think Saturday. I think the Auckland game Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday. So
what's the distance between them?
Fair bit.
I think it's an 8-hour drive.
You'll get a good trip out of it.
8-hour drive.
Yeah, 8-hour drive, something like that.
You'll get a good trip out of it.
So it's
good scenery over there.
That's right. So they've got they've got their cities. Your Auckland and your Wellington. But if you want to go to the green, what is it called? The Islands? South Island, that's right. I think
with all the snow and stuff.
Snow and the mountains and the Hobbit land.
Hobbit land. Hobbiton,
I think where they filmed The Hobbit, bro.
Yeah, Hobbiton. I've been there.
Been there?
My friend got married there.
Oh, wow.
Everyone got married there.
Anyways, guys, we've got 4 games to catch up on.
All right, let's go.
So it's fucked already.
All right, so let's
About
go
that
back.
new Chinese flu, that thing was going around.
Oh, God, here we go. Now the
Bird
government's
flu,
going to
bird flu.
close us.
Shut us down. I need another lockdown. Fuck.
All right, let's go. So the last game we did a potty about was Brisbane coming off our draw. Highly disappointing. And we come to Wellington. Now, this is before Wellington had their form slump. So at the time, Wellington were sitting third, fourth. Massive pressure on the boys and Stadge going into this game.
Yep. Somebody on
4-1.
this panel predicted a win.
Yeah, you predicted 3-1, didn't you?
I predicted a loss.
Suck
didn't I?
shit.
2-1?
Suck shit.
I said loss.
So happy that you didn't get the last one.
The three of you predicted a loss.
Yeah, I did loss
predicted
for
a win. And a certain player, he knows who he is.
Yes.
Fuck my multi.
What a sick cunt he is,
What'd you
eh?
have,
What a
3-0?
legend.
At 3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Somebody scores a screamer right at the end.
Absolute rocket.
The thing that stays in my mind, I don't know how much we're going to do it into that game, but one thing really stood in my mind from that fixture is, I think the score was 2-1, right? And the Jap just scored a really nice goal, and Wellington had their tails up. Now,
Start of second half, eh?
start second half. Now around the 60th,
Yeah.
around the 65th minute. Now a lot of coaches, especially with Chris.
Get the highlights up, what the fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Fucking hell, I've been fucking disrupted like 6 times, bro.
I got highlights.
It's going to be a
Fuck
tough
the
show.
highlights, bro.
We're a bit rusty.
Fucking hell.
We're a bit rusty.
All right.
We're a bit rusty.
So we'll start again. So around the 65th minute, we're up 2-1. Wellington have the towel up, and they had the momentum. Now, I looked over to Stadge, right, and I said, all right, so what's he going to do here? Is he going to go into his shell here and try to defend a 2-1 lead, which I thought would, at the time, I was saying, Stadge, please do not do it. Please do not try to defend 2-1 because Wellington will find a way to get to equalise. And he made a substitution. He brought on Antonsen and he brought on Aiden Hammond.
Yep.
And within a minute of that, 2 minutes within that substitution, you had Hammond pass it to Clure. Clure giving up, crossed it into the box, and Antonsen finishing and makes it 3-1. Now, they're the moments where coaches have influences on a game.
Yep.
Right, and I was so pleased. I was so pleased that Stadge knew that 2-1 was not a score to defend. He knew that we had to find that third goal, and he made changes, attacking changes. Right, and we got rewarded for that. And I think Stadge showed that if he's not afraid to go for games. Sometimes he knew coming off a draw against Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yep.
He knew coming off a draw against Brisbane, we needed the 3 points for multiple purposes. And at a critical time in that game, he made a substitution that changed that game. We scored that third goal, and I think that was it.
It was a good goal.
It was a really nice goal. And to see both substitutes
Involved
in that goal was a great sign of. It was a great piece of coaching from Stadge's end.
It wasn't as good as the last goal, but it was,
But it was more important.
It was. It was at
more
a time,
important.
like you said, where Wellington were
2-1,
over
Wellington
us
just
sort of thing.
scored, they were buzzing,
Yeah.
and it's like, all right, what do we do here? Do we try to and a lot of coaches, like I said, a lot of coaches get a bit anxious. So, all right, I was up 2-0. I can't even imagine 2-2. Let's try to defend it, right?
Not take the risk.
And not take the risk. And you know what? He made 2 attacking substitutions, and it paid off.
I think the general vibe around Stadge and I guess us is that, and I think our supporters, that we've accepted the fact that we will concede every game, at least one, most probably 2. So Stadge not sitting back, I think, is the right decision because it paid off 100%.
100%.
It's brave. It's brave,
Very brave.
But I think that's Stadge's football, eh? Like,
We said at the start of the season, if we're going to be one of those teams who's going to concede, we just got to make sure we outscore the opposition. And if that's the way we're going to play, so be it. Because we saw it in the subsequent games, like Adelaide. We saw it even in MacArthur. Well, maybe a little bit unlucky with MacArthur, but we're not afraid of going on the attack to get goals to win games. So
Do you feel like we need to score more than 2 goals a game to get the 3 points at the moment?
Yeah.
It feels a bit like that, doesn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 if we
goals
score
on
2,
and
it's a draw.
Yeah, 2's a draw, 3's a win.
But the big thing about this game was the early goals. Like, what was it, first minute?
First
I think
minute.
by the 7th minute, we were 2-0 up. They scored a cracker to equalise. Not to equalise, sorry, the bicycle kick.
That jersey going to fly away.
Yeah, at the back. Yeah, it's a bit windy.
I think the good start in that Wellington game was off the frustration of the Brisbane game. Right? The way that abysmal time wasting bullshit that Brisbane pulled. Right? And I haven't commented on that. Right? I just wanted to mention something about that game. I haven't had the opportunity to be time wasting the way they did in a competition with no fucking relegation. Right, was embarrassing. Right, Zadkovic hasn't won a game all year. Right, and hasn't won since then.
I'm surprised they still got a job.
And the way they wasted time with the goalkeeper, with everything, with the injuries in a competition, right, that has no relegation, you'd think you'd go for it, wouldn't you? You'd go for it. What do you got to lose?
Yeah. They were on top of us a little bit, you know.
Brisbane were.
They almost won it. They almost won it in the end.
But it just defies this league, because this league's about just going for it. There's no relegation, mate. You know what I mean? So I don't want to dwell into it too much. That was embarrassing, but I think the frustration from that game really kickstarted our performance against Wellington.
Yeah,
I think we came out of the blocks.
But we also it was heavily criticised after that game.
Oh yeah.
Like, all the chatter, all the interviews, everything was almost staged out. And then I think
people are a bit too harsh.
Yeah, but I think we also came on the show here saying, hey, if the next 4 games, if we get to victory away and we've lost all 4, like what happens to Stag? And it just so happened.
There's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah. It was like, shit, what happens then?
For me, if we do anything this season, this Wellington game is a turnaround. Not the Adelaide game after this Wellington game is, because this game was the opportunity to go on the field after. Even if we lose this game, people are on the field, they're like, down, whatever. But on the field, how happy were we? Like, everyone was just kicking the ball, having a laugh. Scotty hopped on the potty.
The vibe was good.
Interview,
really good energy.
It was good.
You know what was the best thing about that Wellington game?
Shakuna scoring.
Not Shakuna scoring, but Shakuna finally coming out and being a dominant performer and making a statement that I'm a starting 11 in this team, right? It was like he finally established himself as one of the main players in this team, and that followed through with the Adelaide performance. We'll get to that as well. And I think that Wellington kickstarted his era at Wanderers as a established player. And look, we'll get to it, but just the way it's unfolded since then is extremely disappointed. We'll get to the Adelaide game, but I think if we're gonna if Shakuna never got injured and went on to have a great season, we would have said it was that Wellington game that kickstarted everything. Yeah, that performance, mate. The hunger and the desire in that game, and to be rewarded with the goal he scored at the end just topped off that performance.
Even a little trick before it.
And I know, exactly. And I know,
Messi couldn't do that. Right?
And fucking jammy as fuck.
Fluffed these lines hard.
But I think
looking at the cash out, but
but I think that goal just topped off an excellent performance, man.
Good. It was good.
And he's, I just want to say Shakuna. He reminds me a lot of. Banana will agree. He's got that old school Tigger in him. You know what I mean? That dog in the middle that will just fucking.
I think last time doesn't stop.
A lot of players, a lot of modern age youth players this day and age don't have that in them.
Mongrel.
That mongrel, they don't have it in them. They're more robotic, not much emotion. Example. I'm gonna give an example. Right, a Priestman.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Very technical player. Will do his job.
7 out of 10 every game.
7 out of 10. He's going to be consistent, but you're not going to see that desire, that dirty, the one that's going to go into every 50-50 tackle, that old school fucking NSL kind of player, you know?
Yeah.
And I think Shakuna brought that to the team, and I think we're going to miss it, to be honest.
He's David. I spoke to him after that game when it was late for the interviews, and I've spoken to him so many times, and he's just down. Like, he was down.
Bro, you would.
Okay, what can I say to you, bro?
Like,
it was just kicking off.
Bro, he's been patient.
Yeah.
Right. He's been
played it right back last season.
He's played in multiple positions trying to find a home. Right. He's finally established himself. Right. He's finally, all the fans have jumped on the bus, on the Shakuna bus.
Yeah.
And especially after the Adelaide performance, right?
Yeah.
Wellington, then Adelaide, right? He was the driving force. Huge game, right? And then copped that injury. And
Right at the end too.
For him to continue playing for another 6-7 minutes with a fucking busted ACL, right?
Yeah.
And is just it's just a
massive effort.
It's a statement.
He said he did
on
it
what type
half.
of player he is.
He goes, I go, when do you do it? I go, was it tackle? He goes, no. He goes, before. He goes, when he was around halfway, he did it. So it was even before that tackle on that tackle.
Well.
Yeah.
If still kind of player, he was still running with that injury, bro.
Because
like,
it's
like an animal.
obviously the adrenaline's kicking in. You're up 3-2, and you know.
So it wasn't when that tackle happened.
I asked him, I goes, tackle? He goes, no. Yeah, you know, tackle on the right where he sticks it, he goes down, and then all that shit kicks off.
It probably that's when he probably felt the pain.
Yeah, the adrenaline.
He felt the pain.
I've gone the highlights.
Is that it?
Yeah, this is the Adelaide game.
Same to me.
This is it's a different team.
Yeah, it is.
It's different team.
It's a different team, but they were in red jerseys.
It's too small, bro.
So coming off Wellington, 4-1 win. Things are looking all right. Cool. Good work, Stadge. Good work, team.
We go to face an undefeated
team.
At Hindmarsh.
2-0 down. Undefeated team.
Here's a little fun fact about Adelaide. Once they have it, every time it's a sold out crowd over there. I said it when I was in Fiji. The guy that was there, because he gave Fiji, bula bula, you know?
Did you go back to Fiji, or were you there the whole time?
I was there the whole time.
Yeah, I'm sure we had a show between.
I think we did. Yeah,
I went back. You know, I liked it.
How were the water slides and stuff like that? They were fun.
Oh, sensational. Sensational. But I was saying to the guy there, okay, every time Adelaide has a sold out crowd, they end up losing for some reason. I don't know why, if it's they've cursed in that or some shit. But okay, we're gonna win here. And then it was 2-0. He was looking at me. He goes, you're going to win, huh? He goes, and then 2-2.
I was listening to the Jite and Cornthwaite after the game.
Oh, yeah.
And they said if Adelaide played like they did the last 10 minutes of that game, chasing the equaliser, they would have won this game. And it's actually right. I think we just caught Adelaide complacent. They're 2-0 up. Wow. And by the time they could fucking react, game was pretty much in our court. So
getting that goal just before half time just changed everything.
Yeah, Anderson
with the header.
Yeah, If we go into halftime 2-0, I don't think we win.
That changes the whole halftime talk. Yeah, right. You're all of a sudden, a coach goes from taking huge risks, try to bag a goal, to all right. I don't need to make radical changes here. We can find the second goal and equalise, right? So the whole halftime game talk, plan, everything changed with that goal. And that's likewise for Adelaide. Yeah. They went from being comfortable to now game's on.
Yeah.
So tell you what, that fucking second goal Adelaide scored, that cross, that thing. Wow.
I think people blame Bonitic for this. It's just
you can't do that.
The curve.
That cross is quality right there. Look at that. Boom, and the header.
I think just the desire in our second goal, I think it was Borello. Like, just to make sure that the ball goes over the line, like, just do whatever you can to try and, like...
That was a corner one, the scrappy corner.
The scrappy corner one. Like,
what was going on? All you just saw was a ball bulging.
I think Borello was always going to score in that game because after the game they interviewed him. He's an Adelaide boy.
Yeah, his family.
He had 50 family members at that game. And I think he ran over to him when he scored.
Yeah. Because our fans were in the other corner.
That's right.
And he ran... I thought it was weird at the time. He ran to the sideline, but then it all made sense afterwards when they said.
Fucking Stocko was there again, mate.
Yeah, man.
Stocko on the drums,
and that Adelaide supporter, the guy.
The guy that brings the drums. Yeah, I think his name is Tony.
Yeah,
he's there. He was there last year when we went. Stocko didn't tell me this time he was going.
Stocko he's got his own.
Loves it, mate.
Secret.
Frequent flyer, mate.
Good on him.
That's the word I was looking for.
But I think this game, if the Wellington game showed skill, I think this game showed heart. Yeah. Like, to be 2-0 down to the undefeated team, like, just 2-0 down,
good finish
undefeated
with Cryev too, man. Like, he ran with the ball, drove with it, and then just put it in the
I was actually surprised.
Keeper should have saved it.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I was actually surprised the keeper didn't save it.
Yeah, he should have.
The hardest
shot. No. That goes down as an error. Cryev had two players, one on either side of him to play the ball. It was a 3v2. And I said, man, I hope he just doesn't fluff this, right?
Yeah. And
when he pulled the trigger, I was like, fuck.
Idiot. Yeah.
Idiot, man. It was 3v2. You had to play on either side of you. Like, you play any one of them, they're in on goal. Yeah. And, mate, look, sometimes you need luck on your side. Man, there's been games where we've been unlucky.
Yeah.
But it just shows the confidence of the team.
Mate, pull it.
because in previous years we've tried to walk it in. We've literally tried to walk the ball into the back of the net. Now we're shooting. Look, you can see Milanovic's goal on the weekend as well.
Even like Borello from free kicks gone for it. Wellington
going
game. Not Wellington. What game did he score?
Brisbane, I think. Was it Brisbane? The
Brisbane free kick, and he went
tried for it at MacArthur.
a couple times. 2 times.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's encouraging.
One player I do want to say credit to for this game, Clisby. He's copped a lot of shit.
I was going to give him praise for the Melbourne game.
I think
I know he was unlucky.
Adelaide
with the
and Melbourne.
I know he was unlucky with the penalty. But
it is what it is.
He played a big part.
Look, to give credit to be fair with Clisby, if that doesn't strike his hand, it's going top corner.
Yeah, I said that as well.
It's going in. That was going in. Side netting.
I don't think Lawrence Thomas was even in position, man. That ball was going in regardless.
No. It's not a matter of goalkeeper saving it.
Lawrence Thomas. I don't think. No, but I'm saying I don't think he was even there.
No, he wasn't.
He was doing something else.
The question isn't was the keeper going to save it or not. That's out of question. That was going too fast for Lawrence Thomas. Yeah. The question was, is it going to sneak in or not? And having a look at a few replays, that was going inside of the post, man.
We'll get to that. But even this game with Clisby, he had that shot, that low shot that the keeper saved, and then Borello just went over it. So I know he copped a lot of some shit for the MacArthur game that we're going to get into Clisby, but he's one of the players that's easy to jump on.
He's an easy scapegoat.
He is. But credit where due, Adelaide Victory did well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right, we won this. We've won 2 in a row. Coming back from 2-0 down. Then
coming to the new year.
What are we? We're sitting 6th or 7th, I think, at the time because other results didn't go away.
So what was the game before Brisbane?
With Newcastle, we won.
Okay, so we've beaten Newcastle, drawn Brisbane.
No, sorry, it was Sydney. We lost.
Sydney?
Yeah, we beat Newcastle, then we lost against Sydney, and then it went into Brisbane because we had that week off. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so Brisbane was our first draw. Then it was Wellington win. Then it was Adelaide win.
Yep. Things are looking good.
So things are looking good.
Yep.
This was our 4th game where we could probably get a result, and that's victory away.
No, MacArthur at home.
MacArthur at home, yes. All right, let's move on to MacArthur.
So MacArthur at home.
1999, read these one out.
Oh, sorry, John.
Johnny.
I'm not his biggest fan, but stop scapegoating. Yeah, Clisby 100% analyse the goals we conceded. Crave was discussing for MacArthur's third goal. Yeah, honestly, 100%.
Remind me of the third goal and I'll tell you.
Was it Drew? The dog.
Yeah, but to be honest, Clisby got turned inside out.
Yeah, he got turned in.
As a defender,
what a shot butt by that bloke.
I get what he's saying about Kraev.
Dick, bro, he's an absolute dick.
I get what he's saying about Kraev. He could have done better to get back there, but as a defender, you can't get turned like that.
Luke, I think. Wait for the ball.
Guys, so let's start off with the lineup for the MacArthur game, right? Because that was very.
I didn't like it.
Very questionable.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Because he benched a few of the
So Milanovic and Borello, probably our 2 biggest attacking tools, were benched. Now, I know there was a mix of criticism, but I also heard a lot of fans say, look, we got to keep victory in the back of our head as well, back of our minds, because that's a couple of days ago. Then you say, fuck. In Europe, they play a game every 3 days.
Exactly.
Right, you're a professional. The 3 points against MacArthur, the same 3 points you can get at victory, right? So it's the same amount of points you can get. So there's no use not getting a result from MacArthur and going down to victory and trying to get 3 points, right? Now, I'll say my opinion, and then you guys will say your opinion. I think Milanovic and Borello have been looking tired, or not tired because they haven't been putting the effort. I think there was a lot of high-intensity games. I think Adelaide drained a lot of the boys. So I understand it, but I would have still started with one of them. I wouldn't have pulled 2 of them.
Because you're already missing Shakuna.
That's right. Shakuna's out.
Missing
Clur's out.
Yeah, so there's a lot of changes.
So I would have still kept one of them as a starter and maybe pulled them off around 60th minute and put the other one on.
Yeah.
Taking 2 of them out for me was... I couldn't justify that going into a derby.
Yeah.
Because it is a West Sydney derby. So I know it doesn't hold weight with some fans, but at the end of the day, they are our local rivals.
I don't know, listen.
It's a tough one.
Listen, they're not working fucking 10 hours a day every day. They're running for fucking 90 minutes, man. Come on,
but the game before, we saw Shakuna go down. Out for the
that-
season.
That was unlucky, bro.
But that's
Klur.
That's not a fatigue
But
injury.
Klur too.
Yeah,
That's 2 injuries the game before.
I get you, but Shakuna wasn't. He pulled a hamstring from fatigue. It's a contact injury.
jarred his knee.
He jarred his knee. So that could have happened in the first game of the year as well, right?
could have happened
So that's not nothing to do with fatigue. I haven't. I don't know.
I think I'm with Boz in the sense that there was already so many changes happening to the team that maybe those two.
All right, the forced ones, like the Shakuna one. All right, it's forced. You get your friend Matter in.
that's right.
Obviously, we're all expecting that.
Yeah.
But to put like your 2 best players on the bench
Matter didn't
because of it, huh?
Matter didn't replace Shakuna this game. Matter
No,
was on the wing.
I'm saying for the
He did in the MacArthur game.
He did.
No, Matter played right mid this game. This is what Sean on the potty was pissed off at, that we had Priestman and Brillante play here, centre mids,
Yep.
and Matter was right, and he kept cutting in, so we didn't have a right mid.
I get you,
what
but
I'm saying.
I was still saying,
every
he
time Matter
came in
cut
for him.
in, you had who was the right back?
Our right back.
Yeah,
Cameron
was the first half. He got
hooked.
hooked at half time.
And then
Panther.
Panthers. If your right back's gonna bomb on, you can allow Matter to float in centrally, right?
Yeah.
And that's how our goal came. Panther went all the way into the
Yeah, yeah.
front third and
Yeah.
scored a goal. So and you know,
and Mata was pinging some balls.
Mate.
I was like, I looked at you. I go, who hit that? You're like, bro, the only guy with vision.
only
to
guy
hit
that
that.
Only
could
guy
have
who can do it.
Fuck, it was such. We were right behind that,
Yeah.
right, Kev? We were right behind, and there was no curve, nothing. It was just a direct fucking pass
Yeah.
ball, and it was
Even
perfect.
some of the through balls he does, like when you watch it on TV, you can see the ball. It's like it's going fucking full pelt, and once it hits the ground, it just whoop, nicely spins for him.
This is the issue we got at Wanderers now. I think it's a bit of an identity crisis, right? Are we a team that every time we get the ball, we just want to go and score? Because Matter is not that type of player. Matter is the type of player that you take the ball to the front third of your opposition and then you keep possession.
Yep.
You keep
I just
possession.
don't think the rest of the team can do it.
Big Bird fella's got something against you, Malta.
He's a bit. He talks, Big Bird. Sorry.
Oh, Big Bird.
Yeah, he's a good bloke, Big Bird. He's a good bloke.
We take on all feedback here.
We'll discuss it after.
discuss
Well, next
this
Friday
after
I
the
won't be
show.
here.
Yeah, we should surprise him, man. You got your wish. You got your wish.
We'll take that on board.
That's
Big
his
Bird.
first donation, the tight ass. He's been watching forever.
Back in tight ass can.
Okay, so Matter's a perfect player where if you can get into the opposition's front third, then keep possession, right? It's excellent because he doesn't lose the ball.
Yeah,
He's
he
either turns back, starts again, left,
You
right.
reckon that's even pressure for him? Like some of the
Nah,
the
bro, he
pressure
does
they
it
put on him?
so effortless, bro.
Yeah.
He does it so effortless. Like this, you
You
look
did it
at
against
him,
Victory.
and even when they, and this is the beauty of that Matter, even when they do pressure him, he just bounces the ball with the first touch.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Like, they can't get near the ball.
What do you reckon he's thinking? It's not pressure. What's wrong with you, blokes?
That's right. So if we're going to play the high intensity, get the ball counter and try to score straight away, Matter's not your guy, bro.
2 things from this game, I think, regarding Matter is I think Stadge got it wrong in the lineup, initially playing him on the right wing.
Okay.
And since then, he's fixed it and he's played him in the 6, or not 6, but he's played him in centre mid.
I
Beside
think-
Priestman with
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, but that was forced because of Brillante went to centre back.
Yeah,
Centre back.
exactly. But no, Brillante started centre back at Victory.
Okay, you tell
So
me.
that's what I'm saying.
Tell me
He
one
went
thing.
He went to
Oh,
centre
yeah,
back, so
because-
it created a gap.
Okay, you
Carlos
tell me
was
one
out.
thing. What game was he more effective in, MacArthur or Melbourne?
Melbourne, I
I
reckon.
want to say Melbourne.
Yeah. Fair enough, he got his goal. Great goal. Great goal.
I think the amount. If you look at the amount of touches, amount of times he got on the ball in the MacArthur game v Melbourne, I think he would have touched the ball much more times in that MacArthur game because he was always where the ball
Yeah,
was.
but we had more possession, I think, in the MacArthur game.
Yeah, we
I think
did.
just-
We played better in
generally.
Victory. I think we played better Victory away. Now, I'm not saying we played bad against MacArthur because we went down to 10 and fuck. We played well.
MacArthur did the long kick long.
It's hard, Malta, because MacArthur parked the
works.
bus. MacArthur parked the bus even after they got the
Yeah,
red card.
yeah.
They were still parking the bus, playing
Yeah.
counter attack, right? So it was a different opposition, different game plan. So I really can't compare. You know, if you ask him, MacArthur, we had more possession, right? Because they
I
allowed
don't
it.
know. Like when we got the red, how good did we play?
Yeah.
That's what happens, bro.
played great.
That's what happens. I've been on the receiving
done
end,
well.
banana. I've been on the receiving end where the opposition gets a red card, and it's like, what the fuck's happening?
How weird is
Right?
that? Yeah.
Because what happens is all of a sudden every player on that team that's got a red card says, "Fuck, I've got to step up now. We're one man
Yeah,
short."
yeah.
So the effort level all of a sudden goes up.
Yeah.
And I think MacArthur deserved that just the way they kind of.
Do we agree it was a red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard because like he would have sped away like he did in the first half.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see
Malta.
Lexak, do you think it was a red?
He should have stopped him in the first goal.
Who's that? Is that Clisby on the left hand side of him?
That was Bonatig.
Bonatig's on the
Yeah.
left.
Bonatic and that's Clisby. Yeah? I don't know. Like it's a little bit harsh, but then again, it's
If you take into account the speed he has,
that's what I'm saying.
off the first goal,
Yeah.
you know it would have been a 1-on-1.
I think whatever.
I
think whatever the ref decides. Sorry, I think if the ref gives a straight red, it's not going to be overruled. I don't know. I'm 50-50. Like, it's stupid. Like, absolute Pelicanos was a stupid decision. But in that case, the striker has to take 3-4 touches before he gets your shot away.
Yeah, he didn't get a touch at all.
Is that a goal scoring opportunity?
Why does
he's far out.
Why does he need to touch it 3 times?
Because he's that far out.
No, but like
If he's on the
one
edge,
more touch at that speed, he would have been inside the box.
he's at least got 2-3. And then if he's going to round the keeper, there's another 1 or
There's a
2.
quick little
But
bugger, that one.
it's a goal scoring
You see him
opportunity.
first half?
It's a goal scoring opportunity in Malta.
It's far out.
No, I give credit to the referee here, right? Because
I'll get to the ref.
I'll give credit to the ref in this instance,
Yeah.
because she gives a red card. VAR have no say.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a grey area. So she gave the grey area.
She gave a yellow, yeah.
She gave the yellow card, which then prompted VAR to further look into the incident, right?
Yeah.
But it allowed the opportunity to VAR to view
Well,
it.
she spent 3 minutes or so looking
but
at
do you
it.
reckon she took into account first decision? She saw Clisby on the right hand side, on his left hand
could have
side,
got-
obviously.
yeah.
So she was probably thinking,
That's the only thing I've
okay,
got.
maybe he could have caught him, but I doubt he would have caught him.
But when they're in line, right, then the player that's more central will have a head start, because this player needs to start cutting in,
Yeah.
right? And this player is running straight.
I agree with you, but I go back to
If let me just finish that.
Yeah.
Malta? If Clisby was the striker for MacArthur,
Yeah.
and Clisby was was positioned where the striker was, then you can say, because the player on the edge needs to cut in, and this central player is running straight, he'd cut him off.
Yeah.
But one central, so the outside player now has to cut in, which makes it more difficult, because the central player just needs to run straight.
yeah.
So I agree.
My only
I agree
gripe with the process, not with the decision, with the process, is that her giving a yellow was not a clear and obvious error. It has to be clear and obvious for you to overturn the
Supposedly,
decision to go to red.
But the VAR can turn around to you, Kevin, and say,
Yeah.
I thought it was clear and obvious.
go and have a look.
Yeah.
But when it's then left to interpretation,
And she
it's not clear and obvious.
She spent minutes looking at
Once
it.
they start slowing it down, bro, fuck, it makes it looking
That's
worse.
where my again, not with her, but with the process. With the process,
I get you
because
up, and I get this. This is my most.
I still think it was red.
This is the biggest criticism I have of VAR getting involved.
system. Yeah.
If a ref needs to go to the VAR screen and watch a replay 20 times,
Exactly.
yeah, there's some there's doubt.
doubt, yeah.
There's doubt. Right,
That's my
because
point.
you
That's
got to
my
watch.
point.
Now, if there's doubt, it means it's not clear and
my
obvious.
issue.
That was my point about the process. The process was broken. I still think it was a red.
Yeah,
If she gave a red first time, I would have been like, cool.
It's just hard for a centre ref when someone in their ear is saying we think it's a red card for them
overrule
then to overrule the VAR.
I know, but that's why the
take
process
balls.
was broken. The process is, well, okay, if you got to look at it 20 times, then it's not clear and obvious.
People were really, really. You got to be careful what you say, but people were really, really filthy at the refs here. Now, I didn't think she had a bad game. I didn't think she had a good game, but yeah, middle.
We can't blame just because.
No, I'm not blaming the ref. I'm not blaming. I'm just saying what the people being
Obviously, we
saying.
want to say. Obviously,
I'm gonna give her credit,
because they
Malta.
were women.
I'm gonna give her credit.
Just say it, Malta.
I want to watch the games where it's not stopped every 5 seconds.
100%.
I want to watch a game that has a flow to it.
Yeah.
Right? And I know she could have blown the whistle a few times, but she allowed the players to play.
I reckon she's done all right.
She done all right, man. She done all right.
Yeah.
Michael Driver.
As soon as we lose, it's the bloody women. Hey, at least they're not playing. They're reffing, all right?
This is the game that Panther scored, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was the,
First goal for us.
not bad, too.
Massive deflection.
Hey.
It's what it is.
Are
Goal's
you
a
going to
goal.
skip over Marta's goal and go straight to Panther's
Yeah,
goal?
this is more important
Okay.
because it's Panther's goal.
Hey, can I
Great
say
to see.
something?
Yeah.
He should have had a second. At the end, Milanovic took it off his shoes, man. He was running in at 3-2
Yeah.
in extra time.
Oh, they're going to each other's way.
He was about to pull the trigger,
what
and
about-
Milanovic was running away from goal and took it off his feet, man.
What about Anderson with his fucking shank?
Oh, that's the one that. Fuck
sake.
that one there. Yeah, I looked at one of the boys. I go, that was it, and they go, yeah, that was it. That was the chance to
That
get
was
3
the
all.
moment.
And for me, it's
Yeah.
Borello's cutback. Like, why are you cutting it there? Was that Yeah, no, it was the when he was on the break, and then he was inside the box and he flicked it back.
Was that victory?
Was that victory?
I'm not too sure his game. So many 4 games.
it was
right?
Xerxes. That was second half.
to Maguire.
It was
MacArthur,
Barella against MacArthur. It was on the opposite side
Yes.
to the corporate side, and someone put a ball in, and he was literally
he was 1-on-1.
one-on-one,
Okay, yeah,
and he
yeah.
done a backflip.
He tried to cut
He
himself.
tried to
Yes,
cut
yeah,
himself.
yeah,
yeah.
I reckon he should pull the trigger there. Just go far
Yeah,
post.
you are right. Yeah, now I
And
remember.
then the defender just stuck his leg out and won the ball.
Yeah.
So there were opportunities there.
Yeah.
I really.
Don
Yeah.
Primo with the
Primo.
Primo.
Cheers, bro. I don't know that. Well,
Cheers, mate.
thanks,
Yeah,
bro.
First time.
It's a nice sticker.
You want to at least drop a message or
Yeah,
Nah,
Dom
bro,
Freeman,
thanks,
say
man.
something. Say something, brother.
say something, Dom?
You know who I feel bad for at that game, but I Pelicanos' dad. Because I spoke to him at the beginning of the game, and he's like, "I'm going to Melbourne. We've bought tickets and everything." And then I was like, "Cool." And then as soon as he got the red card, I looked over to where he was sitting, and
Cancel the
I'm like,
flights.
"Fuck, man, I feel bad for this
I want
guy."
to talk about Pelicanos. Is he ready for the A-League?
Oh, he's playing out of position, isn't he?
I like him.
What is he, a midfielder?
thought he was a
centre
midfielder.
back?
He's a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's doing well. I thought he's doing all right.
Bro, he
I
was
think-
filling in at centre back for us.
I'll be honest. I think he got exposed in that MacArthur game.
out of
Show with the
position,
red.
bro.
Out of position.
A young man.
He's playing out of his natural position. You
Get
know what I
it, but I'm looking at attributes.
Yeah.
That even that red card just before, outmuscled, outsmarted because the striker started his run before him. Got caught there and had to hold him back eventually. But I think he just needs a bit more games in the A-League to kind of cement himself. I think he's not ready. But again,
I think that's fair criticism.
This is the perks of having a lot of injuries. Banana is you could throw a lot of these inexperienced players into the deep end, and they're forced to kind of jump.
That's the league we're in this time around. Like,
Exactly.
there's a lot of young players everywhere. Look at Melbourne City. I don't know how they're doing at the moment, but their squad is all full of youth players. now,
MacArthur's
pretty
got the
much.
most use, I think.
Do they?
Against us, they had five players
have-
under 22, I think.
and
So you can't really complain.
And what about
Like,
that
we've got a
youth guy
decent
that
side.
scored for Western United on the weekend? The scissor kick.
yeah.
They were
Wow,
winning
what a
against
goal!
Perth.
Yeah.
What a match!
What a goal.
There's kids everywhere.
There is. I think MacArthur. If you look at the NPL scene, their youth team has been, man. They've had some really good coaches there, and some really good raw talent. And if you look at, you just have to go as far as that striker. Like he's been coming to the ranks there for a while.
Yep.
And he's just your, bro. When you think of an African genetics, he's got it all, bro.
They're freaks.
He's a
Yeah,
good
they're
player,
freaks.
Right, he
yeah.
destroyed Bonatig.
Destroyed Bonatig. We're talking power. We're talking speed. We're talking just desire and the finish. Right, that's when you think about your local African players, bro. He ticks all those boxes, right? So credit to them. They've got a lot of youngsters
And
coming.
they played
through.
to their strengths.
That's right.
They took that throw early.
Drogba.
The one against.
Drogba, bro.
What a
Drogba,
machine!
bro.
What a machine!
That's your typical African player, bro. And look, MacArthur's doing some good things.
I'll tell you what, MacArthur, you'll be surprised how far they're like going back and looking at like players' age group. Like they're looking at like at 10.
Bro, they've got
down
eyes
to 10s
everywhere.
everywhere.
They've got eyes everywhere, bro.
Exactly.
Because the thing with
They're keeping
MacArthur is
tabs.
because they came in so late, right? They're years behind the youth system of Sydney
They took all our
FC, Central
players.
Coast Mariners, and the Wanderers. They're years behind.
They're doing it smart, right?
So Banana, they need to fast track it, and by doing that is that they're starting at a younger age. Right, they've got eyes at under 9s, under 10s because they know they can't win the 16s, 17s anymore.
Yeah.
Because they just can't
But in
compete.
saying that, MacArthur, a lot of our NPL team, when we first got promoted, they went to MacArthur, and MacArthur have been they've been using players in order to stay in NPL 1, which they failed at initially. So like, I don't rate the youth system that much. Now, 100% credit to them for bringing youngsters through, but in relation to the NPL setup,
Let me tell you something. So 2 years ago, we had a Turkish coach there, right? His name was Shaz, his nickname. They went undefeated. I versed him in that season. He had an under 18s team, okay? But their under 18s team, Banana, was made up of 15s, 16s.
Yeah.
Oldest had a couple 17-year-olds. Bro, they went undefeated the whole year.
Solid, yeah.
Right? Undefeated, bro. They were untouchable. Thing was in that team, Yunus.
I think
Yunus was in that team. Okay. Now what happened was he had drama at the end of that season with the club. I think Kalina and Kalina and who's our old mate?
What's his name? Sajowski. He was there.
No. I'm talking about Wanderers. Who's our old mate? We talked to. He's left the club.
It's not
Bosna.
Bosna.
So he had a few issues with Bosna and Kalina. He packed his bags and went to MacArthur.
Yes, I remember.
He wanted after that season to be at least the assistant of the MPL team, right? They knocked it back.
Right.
So he said, "Big fuck you." He messaged me at the time. He wanted to bring that incident to air, but I didn't want to release the in-house drama at the time because the season was just starting. Right. So I didn't want to air it, and I told him, "Look, I can't air it." Right. So he's packed his bag. He's gone to MacArthur, and from that team that went undefeated, he took around 10, 11 players with him over to MacArthher.
That's what you're touching on too.
So he took around more than half the team with him to MacArthur.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna see a lot of those Wanderers youth players come through the MacArthur ranks real soon.
I think they've got a solid 13s or 14s. I know they won it last year. I think the 14s won it because one of my old Rovers players played in that team. Yeah. But they're doing well with the youth.
And this is what's I think good.
And we know a couple others that are playing there, even younger, at 10s.
That's Leo Cole. Even he told us.
Yeah.
Because they're really looking at the 13s and the 10s from last year and the 9s from our one where my son is.
It's good to see because like people saying that Sydney FC have the best academy. We're here talking up MacArthur's academy.
I don't know.
And finally, I guess
Sydney's
we're
dropped
doing all
off
right
kind of, man.
recently. But look at the players we took from him.
Yeah.
So are we finally starting to see?
Well, Sapsers was one of their main youth players, and we fucking poached him.
You know, like
Simmons as well.
Finally starting to see it. So it's cool. It's good. One thing we're going back to this game here, this MacArthur game. We lost 3-2, but this was the first time in a very, 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 very long time that we lost a game. But we were proud of the team. Even after the game, like we clapped them off. Like I think the crowd clapped them off too. So I think this game again, kind of showed that Stadge and his coaching staff are on the right track. The fact that we beat Wellington, we beat Adelaide. And we lose 3-2, but yet we showed heart against with 10 men. I think there was positivities in this game. And it was like we're proud of the team. And I can't remember the last time we've been proud of the team for back-to-back games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like two games.
Didn't have that sour mood.
String of games.
Yeah.
I turned to Kev after the full-time whistle against MacArthur, and I said, I can't be pissed off at the boys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I can't because the way they went down to 10 men and the way we finished that game off, and bro, like... to have us on the edge of the seat, right?
It was great. Yeah.
It was great. It was entertaining.
10 men as well. 10 men, mind you.
And we scored at a perfect time because Barella and Milanovic was on the side ready to come on. And we scored. Well. And we scored just before that.
Yeah.
And you know what? At full time, the boys busted their asses, man. They were done. And we looked at each other and I said, you know what? We can't ask for anything else, bro. And we always say, we can accept losses, right? We're not naive enough to think we're going to win every game. But if we're going to go down with a loss, man, we want to see that fighting that attitude, man. You know?
Especially with the 10 players, it was just like, fuck it. And like Banana said, we actually played better.
We played better.
With 10.
Yeah.
Just imagine we had like maybe 2 more decent midfielders in the middle and 2 more decent centre backs. I reckon we'll fucking we'll be killing it.
You reckon we'll go into the market?
I reckon we're going to have to, bro.
This was after the Adelaide game,
when Shakuna was confirmed out for season?
No. Like we just won. Like literally the minute that whistle went, hopped online with the rumours were that we're in for Dedenak. I said it to these are the rumours. I said it to someone. I go, if we sign Dedenak or Deng, a proper centre back, top 4 minimum. Now Shakuna's injury, Kleur's injury. If we don't sign a centre back, might change that. We need to go in.
I get not replacing Kleur in the market because now Simmons is available.
Yeah.
Right, but I definitely because now you told me something. If Brillante or Priestman get injured now, we're absolutely screwed.
I guess Pelicanos is to
we got.
What about our back line?
Are we gonna win a title with Pelicanos? Right?
You never know.
very unlikely.
Whatever.
As centre back is
Whatever,
what you're
whatever.
probably saying, yeah?
Very
You're not.
unlikely. I'm talking.
No, like if he has to go into the defensive midfield spot.
Defensive mid, well, then we've got him in his position. So
That's what I'm saying. Like you'd have to rely on him. You
I know.
whatever happens, you don't know.
We don't have any other option, right? He'll be forced in there.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're gonna win a title with Pelicanos in his first year.
Because that means our backline will be Pelicano. It'll be Bonatig, Panzer, and Pelicanos in front.
When's Korean Zombie coming back?
Apparently end of January. Apparently. That's his nickname, bro, isn't it?
Korean Zombie,
is it?
bro. Yeah,
Is
bro.
it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Apparently they were saying in the victory game, end of January is when he comes back in Clerk.
So he's not too far away.
Well, he left the country to get to get treatment. So I don't know.
Nah,
Yeah?
he just went to. He went
a
to.
holiday.
Nah, he went
Ninkovic.
the Squid
Clerk,
Games
I'm hearing
premiere, bro.
Is he? How good is he?
Did he win?
Brilliant, bro.
I don't know.
Squid
I'm hearing Cler's like 8 weeks, but
I don't know. I'm just going by what they said on victory.
I'm not concerned about Klur. I think Simmons can fill that void. It's Shakuna for me.
What about in this game?
Shakuna's a big loss.
Does Cameron ever get a start again?
yeah, he will at some point.
Yeah, in 2027.
That's what I mean. Is it like next season?
Oh, I reckon he does all right, but he's got a bit.
He's
got a bit of a hunger.
Bro, he didn't.
First game, all right.
He was-
throw him under the bus because he's a young bloke.
Not throw under the bus,
Bro,
But
he
Banana
was.
wasn't his first game, man.
He
played
was
Australia Cup for us.
He was
Did he?
way out
Yeah,
of his
played
depth,
Australia Cup
bro.
for us.
He was way out of his depth.
That first goal was primarily him.
That winger,
They blast him straight away.
that winger with the green boots for MacArthur was having a field day, bro.
I think it's the same scenario where a couple of weeks back, or maybe a bit further now, Panther scored an own goal, and we were like, "Look, he's young. You know, if that
He loves the yellow card.
Panther?
Cameron. No,
Oh,
Cameron
Cameron.
loves the yellow card.
Cameron, I think he'll come good.
Hey, John,
minute.
John raised a good point. You talk about youth, but then they want to promote anyone who has a bad game.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
But
he'll
the
come
depth is
good.
there.
I'm
He'll come good.
gonna go as far, and I said this to Dennis the other after the victory game. I said, Dennis, if we still had Marcelo and Marcella in this team with this midfield and front third attacking players, I said we'd probably be one of the favourites to win the competition.
100%.
Yeah, two experienced centre backs,
Yeah.
physical. They had the mongrel, right? Because look, Korean guy, good in the air, very shaky, and I haven't seen that aggression in him that Marcelo
Yes,
had.
yeah.
Right. I feel like we're missing that one player that is a leader, and I think Shakuna was one of them. He's gone now.
We have no leader
So
in centre
I'm
back.
kind of I look to the starting 11 and say, where's the mongrel going to come from? Where's that ticker going to come from? You know, and I can't see it.
You know who might have it? Might have it. Panther.
Panther, yes.
He shows it a bit.
Panther,
Still a young man.
Bro,
Still
I'll
young,
be
but
honest.
like he has that.
He done a great job in that second half.
Yeah.
I like when he comes onto
like
the field. I feel comfortable when he's
I
on the
do.
field.
I don't think
It's not the
still
same
feel
level.
comfortable.
it's not the same level, but I
But
feel like
it's-
he's
it's
more
there.
than capable to do the job.
Yeah.
He can handle the pressure, bro.
Handle the pressure, bro. So Aussie A, I think
Aussie
it's
A.
Turkish mate. Rumor is we're after a 21-year-old Uzbekistan DM.
Right. I like these young players coming in, man.
You don't know how old. Oh, he's 21 years.
21, bro. 21. He dropped it. You know.
He did. I didn't read that.
You know what he's talking about.
Well, yeah. Obviously, this game. You know what was that? 2 wins or 3 wins in the last 4 games. Then this game we lose. Fair enough. Unfortunately, it did have a big impact on the table because then we got that little gap now between us and the top 6, and then we go into the victory game.
Hang on,
tight
can we
is
at
it?
least congratulate Marta for his goal, for fuck's sake?
Okay, good goal, man.
Finally scored his
It doesn't
first
matter.
goal.
It doesn't matter. No, it was a good goal. Took really well.
Yeah.
He had a very similar chance against
Victory
victory.
and
Didn't
flop.
take it. But
Shanked
this
it
game.
hard.
Shanked its mum, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The one goal he scored, let's at least
No, it's good.
acknowledge.
Admiring. Yeah.
It's good. And I guess Costa being out for 8 weeks, 6 weeks, Matter scores. It's like, yeah, not bad,
First
not
start,
bad.
first
And then-
goal. No, his first start, second start.
But I think this game,
did Douglas Costa get injured in the Newcastle game?
6 to 8 weeks, yeah, or before.
Yeah,
Can't remember that. I think before possibly.
That's
Yeah.
done well in the Adelaide game.
But I think for Matter, this game's important because, like I said, he's got his goal. But I think this game showed Stadge, forget him playing wing, play him in the middle. Not as a 10, but as a whatever
just
you
get
call
him,
it, 8, whatever you call it.
just get him shifting the ball around.
Yeah.
Man. He fucking.
I think this was
so
a turning
well.
point for Matter.
Bro, because that
That's a good
Melbourne
thing.
game, I thought he played well.
Oh, let's go
He was linking up well. And
Let's get in the main game. Melbourne game.
Just before that, I didn't agree with Matter coming off in the MacArthur game. I
Should have stayed though.
you could just tell off his body language, the way he walks off. He feels like he's got more to give in that game.
Yeah.
And I think we pull him off at critical stages. right, where the game is in balance. MacArthur game 3-2, the game was in balance. I felt like he thought, especially after scoring a goal.
That's probably just looking at his age again. Yeah.
I noticed that body language thing at the Melbourne game.
He done it again there.
He came off early, Melbourne, eh?
56
50,
minutes,
yeah.
something like that. I felt like he had more to give.
They got an hour.
I don't understand. This is what I'm trying to understand. When Matter comes up in the 60th minute, is that a tactical change or is that thinking about the players' welfare?
60th minute.
That's what I reckon.
So this is what I'm going to question. Okay, players' welfare, all good, but not when you got a 10-day break. Not when your next game's the following Tuesday.
I'm not thinking about fatigue. I'm thinking about injury prevention.
Yeah, I know, but it's only 56 minutes. Like, you can go to 65.
But this is what I'm saying, man.
what
It's
if-
not like these guys are working every day, 10 hours slaving away, bro. Because they train a couple hours in the morning, bro. And like you said, they had a 10-day break.
Yeah.
Let him play,
but
bro.
we have a
another
10
10
break.
minutes.
We have a 10. Like if he plays 56 minutes after the 10-day break, different story. But if he gets injured at Victory in the 60th minute, 65th minute, it'll be like, what is Stage
why
doing?
did
He's
you
going
take
back
him
to
off?
back.
But he's played a total of maybe 200 minutes.
Yeah, but most of it is in the last 2 games.
Yeah, but he's only played 50,
He's played more minutes than he's played.
something minutes.
Like,
Last
Kev,
two
if he gets taken off 56 minutes, and he's playing well, if hypothetically this next game against Perth, if he's playing well and he gets taken off 56 minutes, 100% I agree with you. But
Yeah.
I think this
Okay.
case, yeah.
Okay, but tell me the difference between this. He plays 65 minutes. He picks up a niggle. He doesn't play against Perth. What's the big deal? He hasn't been playing all season.
Yeah, but we miss him now. We're laughing at Costa, but it could happen to Matter.
No, but what I'm saying is he's not the most integral part of our team.
He's not, but now I think he will
If you're
be.
talking about Borello and you're talking about Milanovic and you're talking about some of the other players,
I
yes,
think with
but
our injuries, it kind of forces him to play a bigger role than what Stage possibly had planned for him.
Huge game.
Than possibly what he had planned for him.
Jeez.
Um,
Who won the other one?
is that tonight?
it's still 0-0.
Brisbane Roar Jets 0-0.
2-0. Melbourne City won.
What a,
2-1,
what a showdown, bro.
Move on to the victory game, Malta.
Right,
You reckon,
so-
you reckon Suncorp sold out?
yeah. One
Fuck,
day.
can we just mention before we go Victory game, 2 things. Brisbane, there was a great article in the paper, someone posted. Brisbane, Perth, and Newcastle need to fix their shit up.
Nah.
Perth, what's his name? Kaz came out and said Brisbane. Patafa, whatever, Kaz, what's his name? Kaz
no
used to play
idea.
for the A-League.
Patafta.
Yeah.
Gas Patafta. Yeah,
He's
that's
come
the
out when he was CEO, said some massive
He was
things.
CEO.
He's CEO now. He was saying
Wow.
massive things. Zakovic needs to go. In Perth, when the new owners came, can't remember his CEO, there's some ex-player too. Massive things, their coach needs to go. And Newcastle Jets are starting to, it's like a
Is
little drama.
Bresciano part of the Perth?
Bresciano, sorry, and there's someone else in, Perth. And Newcastle
Lazaridis,
Jets are
maybe.
now blocking their own supporters who are criticising the team on social media.
Wow.
But it's a big thing.
What?
Like, imagine when we went for JT.
10 fans.
But that's the thing. They've gone through shit.
What
Honor
do
it.
they, what do they call it?
Squadron.
Seduction.
Squadrons, that's right.
Seduction. But remember imagine with us when we were going with JT, imagine if we got blocked and shit, we'd be like, fuck you.
I mean,
So
they were. You remember they were deleting fucking comments.
Yeah, but
Look,
blocking.
to be fair with Jets, look, to be
I mean, block.
They're completely
you,
blocked.
you can't compare Jets with the other 2 clubs because Jets is owned by the league pretty much. The other 2 have private owners, right? So they've got more.
Jets got
I
bought
thought
out.
they bought out.
They got bought out. They got
From
bought
who?
out by
They
some
got bought out by somebody.
Asian fella, wasn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah.
Shit. So what?
Yeah.
I feel for them.
Ledra's not fucking.
No, it
Paying
was the start of this season.
Yeah, I
They
think
got
so.
Yeah, but fuck. If you look at their squad, bro, they've probably got an MPL budget.
Yeah, they do.
Literally,
Yeah.
an MPL budget, bro. So I get that, but when you look at fucking Brisbane and Perth, and they've brought in
Basket cases.
they've brought in 6 to 8
I
players.
feel for like Newcastle, especially Brisbane. Brisbane's fucking like when you look over the years, man, how good was
Ange
Brisbane
days.
over the years, man.
Raw Salona.
Even after Ange, what was that the Pommy coach they had where they won where we lost in the grand final against them. We had that
was
one
Branovic
good
went
season.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but he was a real good manager. And then
Even Thing done a good job there. Who's the twin brothers?
Aloisi.
Aloisi.
Ross Aloisi.
Ross, his brother. Ross,
Ross,
yeah.
yeah.
Even him.
Ross done terrible.
Did he?
It was his brother, John Aloisi.
John
done well.
Aloisi. That's
Fuck,
right. John
Maverick Sports
Aloisi.
Group bought Newcastle out and they're based in Wetherill Park.
You're right.
Who bought him?
Maverick Sports Group.
But Newcastle's been down in the dumps for a fucking long time, man. Like
They got
this.
so much potential that because Newcastle's like loyal. That town's loyal. Look how much they support Knights.
Even in NRL, bro. Like
Yeah.
when their team comes 9th or 10th and playing in the big games at the end of the year, bro.
It's a shame
They sell out.
Newcastle people
The Hunter region,
go out and,
bro. The
support
Hunter
their
region
team.
get behind their club, but bro, at the end of the day, look, I've said this, right? How do you expect? All right, we're criticizing Brisbane and Newcastle fans, right? Can you tell me the last time they've won a game?
Well, Brisbane haven't won this whole season.
That's
Brisbane
right.
hasn't
So
won at
how
all.
the fuck can you go watch a Brisbane game? Look, again, I've just looked at the score, 0 at half time. I can assure you it's probably been the most boring 45-minute game you've probably this season. I read a comment after Brisbane's last game on their Instagram page, and some guy goes, "Hey guys, I'm a fan from Canada. Yeah, I tuned into the first game this year, and I've never watched a more poor professional performance
Canadian league.
in my whole life." And this is from a Canadian. And he was asking Brisbane fans, "Is this how you guys have been performing all year?" And they're like, "Fuck, we're at rock bottom."
Yeah, but they won't get rid of Zadkovic.
I don't know what
Why?
it is.
Money.
What he's on? What he's on $2,000
No,
a week? What is
they
it?
have to pay him out, and then they have to get someone else in. Apparently,
Fuck,
money's
how
the
much is
issue.
he
Why
on?
would you,
60K.
I'm sorry, but like,
Honestly, how much is he on 60K?
I'm
Kev's got more money at Sporting, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
We'll pay you out.
This guy was a Zepkovic, bro. I've never liked him as a player, bro.
He's
He was the
everywhere.
worst player. He was the.
Coach.
I don't know how this guy even made it into the A-League. Like,
I
how was
didn't
this,
mind- I didn't
how
mind
was
his
this
money.
guy a professional player, bro? Like,
Nice.
let alone a coach.
Put that aside. As a coach, what has he done, bro?
Nothing.
He burnt Perth
was
to
at
the
Perth, yeah.
ground. They came last. Right, he's coming last now without a win. Like
Like, who sat there like in the office and said, you know what,
Kaz.
Zetkovic is the man. Zetkovic is the man. Doesn't matter.
Maybe it's JT. Maybe JT appointed him.
You know what it is, Banana? The guy can talk. Right, so he probably sat on that fucking
I
table.
talk, but I want to look at your results. Let me
But
see.
you know what?
Talk as much as you want.
But
Let me see
Brisbane
your
probably
results.
sat there and go, look, this is the budget. This is who we can afford. Blah 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 blah. Let's give him a chance.
Oh fuck me! You could
I
have.
don't know, I'm just saying.
You could have went down to the NPL over
We've
there.
given chances to Robertson, fucking Babel, fucking.
That's all
this
because they
shit.
went on a shitty. He went on a shitty run. I was insulted from the beginning, man. Fuck.
Let's move to
False
Melbourne game.
All right,
advertisement.
Melbourne game. All right, so look, we're coming off the MacArthur game. We didn't get the points, but the heart was there. We're going to Victory away, which I don't think we have a great record there. And
Hit and miss.
yeah, and
We've had
great
some
game.
good results there, Malta.
It's only when we
remember last
travel.
Yeah,
think it
tour
was
of duty games.
yeah.
We have good results.
Finkless free kick. I'm still
Hey, just before we go into it, how fucking good is it when Barella or Milanovic score against in the away end? Always, they're always
you
up
just
to
reminded me.
some shenanigans. Milanovic going like this and all the
You
terrorists,
reminded me, boss.
and then Barella in the derby doing the crying face,
Fucking
bro.
Drew, bro. You just reminded me about when Drew did it to us against MacArthur. Fuck, I
fuming,
wanted
yeah?
to kill the cunt.
You gotta
honestly.
love it. You gotta
Like,
love
he
it.
didn't even score and he's giving us shit.
But Milanovic done it for a good
Yeah,
20
I know,
seconds,
yeah,
bro. He's going like
yeah.
that for 20 seconds. That would have been
Any
fuming.
bottles flying down towards him.
I'm not a fan, to
was
be
down
honest,
the
but
other
I
end,
just...
but-
I love it. I love it, Ray.
To Sydney, do what you want, but I just...
No, I
just
love
don't
it,
know,
bro.
Nah, it was fucking perfect.
Rolls them up, bro. I like
So I
it.
started
when-
doing it to the fucking the way the home supporters down our end, Malta.
Yeah.
I started doing that to them. I'm going like this.
I don't know.
All right, let's go into
It's
it.
good. I like it.
Starting lineup, we got Barella, Milanovic come back in.
The big one was Brillante playing centre back.
Blanche playing centre back.
Hammond.
But they disguised that a little bit differently in the lineup.
Yes, yeah.
They made it as if Hammond was going to play right back.
Yeah.
And Panto and was going to be.
Yeah, you don't believe that lineup you see, right?
Nah, never.
Wait till you
Never.
hits the field
Yeah,
first 10 minutes.
I was, man, look, again, I haven't watched the Victory game for a while. Man, they've gone so backwards. Honestly, they've gone so
Norbo,
backwards.
Bro, he fucked them.
Hey.
I'm just gonna say this. He done them dirty, bro.
I watched them at the start of the season, bro. There was high energy. You know, the place
And
was fuzzy.
Fornaroli wasn't playing.
Fornaroli was
He didn't play.
I'm sorry,
He didn't
bro.
play
I
great.
think he even dropped Armani. What's his name?
Arzani, yeah.
Arzani.
Listen, hey, like,
Armani's the shish.
even if hey boss,
Yeah.
even if he's not by left and he say, brother, he's the book of what I've been doing, what I've been telling the boys. It's not the same, bro. That's a lot of pressure. Like if he was to drop, say for your example, you're his assistant, he goes, I'm leaving.
No, you can't.
He's the
You
blueprint
can't.
of what I've left behind. You do it now.
Banana. I'll tell you something,
It's
right?
not easy.
I'll tell you something. Sometimes it's not the message, it's the messenger.
Yeah.
Right? So I can relay the same message as
That's not
another
the same.
coach. If the group doesn't respect
Yeah.
me, it's
Yeah.
not about the message.
Yeah.
It's sometimes about the messenger, right? It's about who's standing in front of you giving you the message.
Like a teacher,
Now,
casual teacher.
I know they're probably Bro, it's fuck. As a look,
It was like what Popovich was to us.
We put
He
on
was a motivator.
We put on. Let's put on our players' cap, all right? Let's put away the coaches. As a player, you come in. The coach has been motivating you. Has been talking about winning a championship. You know, every training drill, he pumps the boys. You know, it's our year. It's our year. Use the winners. Gets behind the boys. Acts as the father figure to a lot of the youngsters, and all of a sudden, really suddenly packs up his bag and leave.
For assistant.
It's like fuck. You lose a lot of
Assistant.
you lose a lot of faith, right? And a lot of the youngsters who probably were pushing so hard to break into the starting level,
It's
all
a
of a
massive
sudden
fuck you.
said, "What for? Like what
it's a
for?
massive
All that
fuck
effort
you.
for what?"
Yeah.
So when I watched Victory on the weekend, I seen a team that's lacking a lot of confidence, a lot of hunger, right? And I think, man, there's a lot of soul searching, a lot of soul searching.
Not just that, boss. Even their like when you know like the players they have, and when you turn on the Victory game and watch it, expecting to see these players that you know that they have, half of them are sitting on the bench, bro.
Yeah, like
Every week it's a different team, but they can't.
Is that Piscopo?
I'm talking about Piscopo,
Bro.
and then 1 week Zani's not in, and 1 week the number 9's not in.
So
Benaroli's in. Benaroli's out.
So
What's going on here?
I looked at the starting line. I seen, bro. I've always loved Piscopo.
Yeah.
Right. I see him on the bench. Then I see the African dude on the left side starting. I said, bro, this guy better be a fucking star to cut Piscopo.
Yeah.
And bro, for 65 minutes, he done shit all. It's like, how the fuck do you start him over Piscopo? So I don't know what's going on there, bro.
I reckon Victory supporters are asking the same question. What's going on with this lineup, bro?
What's going on?
Every week it's different. It's not like
There's
one
no
sustained
consistency,
fucking
yeah.
Yeah,
lineup.
Adrian nailed it with the side of Piscopo, with the side that consists of Piscopo, Machach, Azani, Fonroli, Virgos. Mate,
But that's what I'm
team.
saying, Malta.
Zidane?
When you hear
Yeah.
these,
Zidane got subbed off in like the 55th minute.
Yeah.
And the cameras went on him on the bench. And this guy, you can tell he was in deep thought, bro. He's probably thinking, what the fuck am I
Where's my
doing
next
here?
move?
Get outta here.
How can I get out of this fucking shit?
January
He was not
window
even
opens.
he was not even focused on the game, bro. He's just, you know when you stare at something and you know that someone's thinking
You're
deep?
not in this.
But the wor-
He was
but you
switched
know,
off, bro.
probably the worst thing is I reckon he loves it here.
He loves it here, but he's
But-
probably thinking, I can't
Yeah,
work
you
with
can't do
coach.
this garbage.
Yeah.
We love you here as well. We'll come to
Come to Honduras.
Come on,
Come on. Just come on.
We'll give you Shakuna for the year.
One thing that someone posted, and because I engage, it kills me. Like, it's something just minor, but fuck, it kills me. Is we obviously won the toss. Why run away from your supporters?
in the second half.
Yeah. Someone commented, and it's a bug of mine. It's
I noticed
something
that
minor.
straight
I know,
away.
banana, but it's second half. We want to run.
All right, let's see.
It's a mental game for us.
Let's see
fucking
another,
them over. But you're fucking us.
Let's see it from the other side. Melbourne score a late winner and coming from the away bay and go like that.
Oh fuck! Like,
Yeah.
we're copying shit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
So there's different ways to look at it, but I get you
I don't
as
know.
well.
Like, just
John
do what's right by
fans
us.
wanted PK for leaving Arzani out for Piscopo.
yes. A lot of
PK?
people have been. Kaznorba. A lot of people have been. A lot of comments were saying they lucked to victory. They wanted Kaznorba out anyway, so they got it. So what are they whinging?
Who wanted Kisnorba out?
A lot of victory supporters did not.
Oh my god! What for, bro?
They didn't want him in the first place because of the City Link. But
Who gives up?
this guy don't
No idea what he's doing. But anyway,
What's he taking a selfie?
I was thinking my hat was straight.
But a lot of victory supporters didn't want Kiznorbo in. They criticised it, and now they're out. So what are they
that
saying
is
about?
honestly
That's what some
stupid.
commenters
Honestly, hypothetically, if he didn't leave and he stayed on, I reckon they would have creamed us on the weekend. I reckon they would have won the league
Probably,
in the
yeah.
end.
Yeah.
And you're telling you want the guy out. Fucking put that garbage to the side.
Then
Bring in
obviously-
Arnold.
Sorry, just to get distracted. Ahmed finally met him. Ahmed
No
plays,
way.
came
Talk
down
to us, bro.
at the
I want to know.
last
I want to
home
know
game.
about Ahmed, bro.
Comes down behind me. Hey, Malta, man. How you going, bro? No idea who he is. Oh, I'm Ahmed. Oh, cool. Nice to meet you, bro. We had a good chat. He came from upstairs, downstairs. So finally,
Good guy,
nah, I didn't get a photo,
bro.
I'm shy, bro.
Can you-
Get a photo. He don't about you.
Can you like draw this guy, bro? I've got a vision of
tan
want a
skin.
sketch.
yeah, typical Arab.
Nah. More Asian, I think.
Oh,
Sorry, Ahmed. But
sorry?
tan, I'm probably wrong. Yeah, I don't know.
Mongolian?
Shit, Ahmed plays,
It
man.
was good to finally meet you, bro. After all the shit you've given me, good to see him. That's what he said. But anyway, back to the victory game.
But hang on, did he give you $50?
No, he didn't.
Oh, there you go.
Pick up your game, Ahmed.
Get rid of Ahmed.
It's Kurdish. There you go.
There you go.
Kurdish.
Don't bring
Let's not bring this shit in here.
Don't open that old chestnut, bro.
Anyway, getting back to the victory one, the big things were obviously like how we're going to fix or what's the lineup going to be with the center with the back line with Pelikanos injured, still no Klur. The choice to play Brillante.
Pelikanos suspended.
Suspended. Klur injured. Brillante playing centre back did well. Absolutely killed it in my opinion. He did well. He's actually been all right last couple of weeks.
I'm going to say something. He actually even did well after we got the red card in the MacArthur game.
Yeah.
He was pretty solid at the back there. Right? And so I think it was the obvious solution. Right? If you look at who's available, there's not really much options, but I think he was pretty solid.
He pulled off this amazing tackle, man.
Wow.
Do you remember?
Wow. And got injured from it.
Oh, from the corner. You see the corner, was it?
Bro. Like,
Was it the corner?
no, it was first half. First half, they were running that way, far left side of the goals. And the player was about to pull the trigger with his left foot, and he's coming from the inside.
Yes.
He came from the inside and got a foot in there.
Yeah.
And I think he got kicked. So the player went for the shot. He's obviously blocked the ball, and the player's kicked his foot. And then he was hobbling for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So
with this game too, I want to ask you a question before going. Were you happy with the result? How did you feel at full time?
I'll tell you what. I was very disappointed. Why? Because we should have been up 3 goals.
Yes, that's
and
what I
look,
want to see, yeah.
a lot of people throw that around. A lot of people, we should have been up 3-0. But genuinely, the opportunities we had, we're talking about, bro, like, who was it? Penguin Man.
Sapsford.
Penguin Man.
Sapsford.
that was a massive miss.
Two. He missed
Bro,
two.
6
And
yard
a little
box.
bit selfishness.
6 yard box, bro. Like,
I know we do say be selfish when you're in the box, but
You're talking about two different ones.
Not
First
that
one was his
selfish,
miss,
bro.
and then
The one that
Bernard,
he
you said
slid
it.
over the bar,
Yeah,
and then the one where he did the half turn type.
there was one where he could have cut into Priestman. I think that's what you're
I think
talking
it was
about.
twi- it was
And
twice
he-
like
yeah,
that,
Payson would have just tapped into empty
Exactly.
goal.
Yeah.
And he went near post, I think, and
He
missed
went
it.
took a touch to his right and tried to chip it or something. I don't know.
And the other clean
But a
miss.
kid of his quality, bro, he could finish a fucking ball, bro.
A lot of
missed that close range one.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Boz, that we should have been 3-4-0 up at half time.
Easily,
going
bro.
at 1-1, all right, fair enough. A player that has got a lot of criticism from this game, being bombarded by it, is Borrello. A lot of
a
people.
decent game?
This game, and maybe the last couple games, has been a lot of criticism regarding Borrello that he's now that's not my personal opinion. I'm just passing on a message here. That he's selfish. He does stupid pullbacks. His dribbling is rubbish. Like his efforts there. Don't get me wrong, but this is what people are saying.
I think his turning is not that.
Agree, disagree, go for it.
I think his turning.
I think we have bigger problems than Borrello.
No.
Yeah.
No, hang on,
I think we're
hang on.
nitpicking at Borrello here.
Only thing I would say about Borrello is the touch, bro.
That's what I mean. Like he always turns out and into traffic. That's the only criticism I have of him.
He's dribbling.
I'm just gonna say it's a touch for me. I think every ball he touches, it bounces off him for some reason. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what he needs to do. He obviously needs to work on the touches, get the ball.
I think he's got tired legs.
bounce it against the wall. I don't know what you
RBT
need
does
to
not
do,
hate
bro.
Borrello, bro. I don't hate Borrello.
Don't hate Borrello, but listen, if we come here, obviously,
You know what it is?
We say what we see.
He does
bro.
a lot of work, man. He does a lot of work.
No, I agree with you, Kev. But when this is what I was very sometimes I didn't understand the criticism as well. But when you criticize a player like Borrello, it's an actual compliment to him because we know what he's capable of, and so the expectations are high because he's such a great player.
Yeah.
So in fact, when there's so much criticism, sometimes it's in fact says a lot about the type of player he is because
It's a compliment in a
it's
way.
a compliment because someone who's a mediocre player, you're not going to have the criticism and expectations.
The same, yeah.
Right. So because a lot of our fans rate him so highly, the expectations are very high. So all of a sudden, simple little mistakes are magnified. Right, they're magnified because Borrello for us, bro, he should be banging the goal every
We've
game.
always said he's top 3.
He's top 3
in our squad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm just going off. I'm just going to say it's the first touch for me always.
And I'm glad you.
Follow the games and you'll see
Yeah.
the last 3 games. Even when we have one, still even those games,
And
some of the touches off him, like just bounces off him. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on. I don't know what he's got in his boot or something. Just
I think, look,
work on that, bro.
I rather a player be criticised for issues with the ball than attitude. and effort.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't fault him.
You can sharpen that up, Banana. Right?
Yeah,
People are starting to question his not his effort. People are starting to question his attitude.
In what way?
Oh, I don't know.
He wants everything to go through him. He wants to be the main one. He's the one that's pulling players. This is not my opinion. I'm just passing things on. He's pulling players down. He's doing stupid decisions when, as a leader or as a leader of this
When
team,
you say putting players down, what do you mean?
Like pulling jerseys a lot, like just dirty shit that he doesn't need to do.
You want that in your team.
You want that bit of mongrel.
I don't mind that.
Honestly, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen.
I don't know. I watch this game and
look, bro. Every time I watch Barella live or on TV, he's busting his ass.
He is.
He's busting his ass. He leaves nothing in the tank. Yes, I agree with Banana that he can polish his game, right? He can sharpen a few tools there, and one of them is his first touch and maybe a bit of finishing and stuff like that.
Well, I criticised him on his shot, and then 1 week later he scores a fucking worldy free kick.
That's exactly what I mean. Those things you can change.
And not to
week
forget,
to week, Banana, right?
Yeah.
And not to forget, he plays 90 minutes almost all the time.
All the time, bro. And that Adelaide game, bro. I have to go as far as Adelaide game. He was busting his ass for 90 minutes,
too,
bro, you know. So I think sometimes the criticism is not fair on him, but I also understand because the expectations are so high because of the caliber of play he is that he gets a lot of heat.
I can't wait for the day that Milanovic and Barello play at the top of the game during the same game.
Oh, we'll be winning fucking. You'll be winning.
I don't think we've seen it yet.
2 goals each.
Yeah, honestly, like it'd be crazy if they do that. It probably will be 2 goals.
Milanovic. Sometimes Milanovic. My criticism of him is he frustrates me so much in the game, and then out of nowhere he'll score a goal.
Yeah. That's this game,
and it's like fuck. Like that's what he brings to the table. You know that goal.
He shines the best is when he just gets the ball and he drives at you, bro.
Yeah.
There's no worse thing when a player is driving at you with the ball with confidence, bro. And you know this guy's just going to do whatever he wants there.
Banana, you know, you tell your wingers in every game, right? Sometimes a whole game plan, if you've got really good technical wingers, your whole game plan sometimes is just to get your wingers one-on-one. And then you tell them just drive. How
many times has he done this and he's won us a game? Bro?
Absolutely.
Just by doing
that. Ask any defender, right? I used to be a centre back. The most difficult scenario or the most tricky situation is when a really fast dribbling technical winger or a striker runs straight at you.
Oh,
bro, you're stuck on you're stuck on an island.
It's a guessing game for you.
It's a guessing game because you're stuck in 2 minds. Do I go for the ball and he gets a touch before me and I'm completely gone? Do I jockey him and try to get back with him and then he does what he does against Victory?
And you fall on your ass.
And all of a sudden, as a defender, you look stupid.
Yeah.
Right? Because that defender was jockeying him backwards. And then he just pulls the trigger and you look like a fucking donkey.
Yeah.
So it's really hard as a defender when someone's running straight at you. It's like chaos, right? It's carnage as a defender. You don't know what to do. You're stuck in 2 minds. And so Milanovic, the best advice, obviously, he's obviously got coaches probably telling him, but mate, whenever you get the ball, just run straight.
Yeah, but I also think part of it was Stadge and his game plan because I think he really singled out Traore. Like he singled out Traore against them because a lot of our play went down that side. Yeah. And even when Sapsford was down the middle making the runs, he was even angling that way. And essentially that's how we got our first goal. I mean, not through Traore, but who
pressure of Sapsford was.
It was the Sapsford, but it was down in that corner because that's how they ended up playing the ball back into the middle. I think where teams maybe exploited us like they did with Bonnetig and Cameron MacArthur, we did the same thing.
What was Johnny saying?
Victory
Very
with
good.
Traore.
Johnny, really good comment here. I'll read it. Lucky Miller scored because that would have been his 4th stinker in a row. He can hide behind stats, but at 23 in this league, he needs to be a 90-minute per player or Europe won't work for him. He never has a solid 90. I agree with him.
100%.
And that's what I said. He'll be average for 45 minutes, for 60 minutes, and then score in that moment, one moment, in the 60th minute. So all of a sudden, you question yourself. A lot of people then all of a sudden forget the 60 minutes of average performance because he scored that goal. But if he's got ambitions of going to Europe, right, you just can't have...
but selfishly, think about us for a second.
Yeah.
Is he getting the job done?
I was about to say, we got his top goal scorer.
Like, I understand what you're saying and I agree with you, but I'm thinking about fuck him going to Europe.
Okay. Let me ask you
right
this.
now. Are we getting the job done?
Let me ask you this then. If he's performing at 70%,
yep,
and getting the job done, are you are you happy with that, or are you going to be saying, wait, there's another 30%, 40% there that we can get out of him?
No, I agree.
Are you going to be content? Are you going to be content with his one goal every now and then? Or are you going to say, you know what, this guy can score 2-3 goals a game?
What I'm going to say is, if he's playing at 70% and we're getting runs on the board, I can't wait to see him at 100%.
Fuck, that's what everyone wants to see.
I get it. Another hypothetical. Someone said this.
Yeah.
Would you take this? Miller's one of those players that you field for 30 minutes of brilliance, but it's also worth the 30 to 60 minutes of being average.
Okay, so my question is, and it goes back to John's comment, when are we going to see a full 90? Or is that the type of player he is?
Maybe that's what I can say. Have we ever seen the full 90? Can he do a full 90?
Who's ever done that?
Do we have too high expectations?
Just tell me a player that's done that.
Yeah.
Don't even pick our team.
Barisha, I don't know.
Don't pick out. But right now in the league,
he's top scorer, isn't he?
Okay, so
I thought he was joint top scorer, but somebody said he was on 6 goals instead of 9 the other day.
I just feel like the amount of time he's average completely outweighs the moments he's brilliant.
I agree with you. Yeah. What I want to get to.
I don't expect the full 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see his brilliant moments or his good performance periods outweigh the periods of average
for a longer
moments.
period. For a longer period.
Yeah. So I'd like to see. I can accept 20-30 minutes of having an average game.
Yeah.
As long as you give me 60 minutes. But it feels like he's having 60 minutes of average gameplay and giving us 20-30 minutes of
But tell me the player that's showing you 60 minutes against 30.
Shakuna.
No. I'm talking about like a superstar of the league. Like who's taken the world? Probably
Lolly.
Okay, good. One.
I'll give you Lolly.
One. What my point is trying to be
him guy.
Yeah, my point is trying to be. There's not that many out there.
Barbarouses, maybe.
No, he's not 90.
Lately he's fell off. But at the start,
my point is not to try and say that there's no one out there. My point is trying to say there's not many out there.
Not many.
The quality of the league is not quite where.
Would you like him to be in that elite group?
Bro, I want him to be the best player.
John reckons he's not getting the job done.
Huh?
John reckons he's not getting the job done. Like, I'm going to say he's 80% getting the job done because he's scoring goals. Now
70, like Boz said.
Yeah.
70, bro.
Okay, but who's at 100? That's what I want.
No one.
Goodwin.
Okay,
go for Adelaide.
Hey,
Goodwin.
The old Goodwin?
No, the new Goodwin.
I think
the younger Goodwin.
Drew will put him in that class.
Yeah, okay. So that's 3. 3 out of how many players is there in their league?
Can we be critical that he's not in that level at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I'm saying. I agree. What I'm saying is, my point is,
I agree with you.
There's not that many.
There's not many. I agree with you. But
here's another one. That Perkins, the left back.
That's right.
He's probably there.
Yep. My argument is, I agree with you in terms of his. There's not many.
Yeah.
But my argument is, why can't he be one of those minority?
He should be.
I agree.
He should be in that minority.
Yeah,
he's got the talent.
I think that's a frustration thing.
I think
because we know what he's capable of. Because we see that as moments of brilliance, and we're like, "Fuck!" Look, we know what his potential is.
I think that applies to our top 3 players at the club.
Yeah,
like Barella's in that group as well because we saw 2-3 years ago what he was capable of, and he's not quite there. Yeah. So that's where probably the criticism's coming from because we know. But at the same time, the league is just not at that. How often do you ever see a team where all 3 of their superstars just gel on the same day?
Fuck, let's hope it happens in the finals,
mate,
bro.
If that happens, fuck.
Let's hope it happens in the finals,
But name me a team that you've seen play this season where all 3 of their top players have turned it on in the same game.
Probably Sydney FC in the derby.
Okay, first derby, right?
First derby, yeah.
Which was Douglas Costa,
Caceres,
and Lolly.
Lolly, yeah, those 3. I'll give it to him, yep.
One out of, there's been 12 rounds, 6 games,
far in between.
80 games. Yeah, that's right. That was my point. That was because John made a comment about me not liking.
Imagine Victory could make it click with Azani.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think Azani.
Look at Victory
and Piscopo. Imagine making it click with that.
Okay, and if they click Banana, but they're not clicking, right?
Yeah,
that's just the standard that we're at. I think. Because I got criticised in the comments, that's why I'm going hard at this one.
You're not giving up on this one, are you?
No, because they're saying, we don't criticise the players. We've been doing it since day one.
We criticise them all the time.
But I think the frustration is, Kev.
But we've got to be real.
Yeah, we've got to be real. I think the frustration here, it's an isolated situation here where it's when no one wants to see 3 players click. We're talking about Milanovic here, right? And what the situation with Milanovic is, we see moments of brilliance, right? But they're just a bit too far in between.
I know, but
we just want to see those moments a bit more consistently.
I agree, but do you not agree? The same applies to Barella, same 100%. Applies to Kraev, same applies to. So why
100%.
pick out Milanovic?
I think we're just the topics
Potential.
on Milanovic.
But this
Potential.
one's why pick him out?
Potential.
But we just spoke about Barella as well.
Potential. We just
No,
want
no, no,
When
hang
we
on.
were moving from play to
Milanovic wants to go to
the
Europe.
comment, but the comment is he's the stats. I can't remember what the comment was exactly, but it was around. He's all
not
good on the
performing or something
stats,
like- yeah.
but he's not performing. It would have been a fourth stink in a row.
I think, yeah.
Fourth stink in a row. He set up a goal the week before last. So how's he having a stinker? We're getting the job done. I don't
think-
understand.
He's not saying he's not saying a stinker. He's just saying he's not performing. at his
I think it's
full
the same
potential.
argument I had for Barella. With
It is, boss,
with
it
these
is.
big talents, expectations are high.
and that's my point is you can't single out one player.
But the issue is like who wants to go to Europe more, Milanovic or Barella?
Milanovic.
That's why I
Yeah,
think.
but
he's-
Barella's already been.
Barella's
Yeah, and he failed.
done
I
his-
guess, in
Yeah,
Germany,
he went.
second division, whatever.
He did his
Yeah.
stint. He came back.
But
they're two different
I get what
ages.
John's saying. I get what we're saying, that Milanovic is nearly top goal scorer, so he's getting results. But realistically, if he wants to go to Europe, he needs to do a little bit better. He needs to reach that more 100% that we think he can get.
Are you going to complain if Milanovic stays?
No way.
Well, there you go.
No way. So we don't want him to reach his
But do
second
you, get what,
stage.
do you get what
I
I'm
get
trying to
what you're saying, I get what
say?
you're saying,
Try
yeah.
and be selfish for us a little
But
bit.
if he plays 100%, we make top 6. If him and Barella, if
He
him
plays
and Barella
100%,
play 100%,
we make-
we're top 4.
we make top 6, top 4, then he leaves. Right?
Yeah.
And maybe he's not that caliber of player. Like you're
But he's
saying.
come out and said the rumors are that
That's his ambition,
Yeah.
but maybe he's not that caliber of player.
Possibly.
It's like us trying to have a conversation about, I don't want to say Jack Clisby, but let's say Kleur, right? We can expect more from Kleur every game. We can expect more from
Did expect
Brillante.
from him when he first arrived.
Yeah.
And Brillante, we can expect.
Yeah,
I
we
think
did,
Brillante's having a better season this season.
Yeah, 100%.
But we can expect more from him.
Yeah.
But why are we only singling out the attacking players, the Barellos?
we're top goal
I thought
scorers.
I think Kraev's probably not been at the
He's
standard.
starting.
But
Yeah,
then
okay.
again, what's his position, bro?
Yeah, okay. You-
Milanovic is
well, right now, me personally, he should be playing central, Kraev, but he
Yeah.
plays out on the right. Or
On the left,
right,
yeah.
or left?
Right, left, he
Left,
switches
left,
him around.
Switches around, yeah.
Yeah, left.
Yeah, so I don't know.
All right, going to the victory game. Penalty
Again.
or not?
Pen.
The handball, Clisby's
Pen.
handball.
Yeah.
Pen. If it's against us, I'm saying pen straight away.
It's done.
It's
a pen,
it's
bro.
blocked the goal, bro.
But where's he supposed to put his hand?
No,
Fuck,
I don't know. What can you? It's a hard one, right? Because
Malta.
the ball was going. It was like with me. We said before.
The law is, even if his hands were in a natural position, if it stopped the goal, it's still a pen.
But if the hand touches the ground, if a fingernail touches the ground, that's not a pen by law.
But he wasn't on the
His
ground.
hand
I
was
know,
mid-air.
but that's what I'm talking about. It's this much difference. But as a defender,
Even if it's that much difference.
But where's he
even if
supposed to put his hand? But what, like,
millimeter, bro. He's gonna touch the floor. It's a
look,
pen.
I'm not arguing it's not a pen.
Malta,
I'm just saying
I
it's shit go.
Okay, I watch a lot of games.
what can you do, bro?
A lot of defenders going to tackles with their arms behind
But that's
their
not
back.
natural, bro. That's bullshit. I'm telling you now. Like, I've fucking played defender my whole life.
Malta, are you arguing
you're
that's not a
sliding
pen?
Like that, bro.
No,
Are you
he's not
arguing that's not a
pen.
pen?
I'm
He's
saying
arguing he's
It's
testing the
shit.
waters.
It's a shit rule. That's what I'm
He
arguing.
came out like a goalkeeper.
No, he didn't.
No, he
bro.
didn't come out like a
His hand was
goalkeeper.
behind him.
He's
Look,
slid in.
I think if you're
tough,
falling,
bro.
it's
He slid
natural
in.
for your hand to be
No,
there,
but-
but tough luck. Like that's
Hey,
the rule.
listen, he slid in like he would normally slide in, like with all sliding like that, your hand goes behind
Yeah,
you.
everyone slides
and
in
it's
like
in
that.
his hand. The ball was going in, like we said. That was going in, that ball.
Let me
hit his hand, stopped the
let me
goal.
just clarify something. If I'm standing on the line, my hands are in a natural position. I'm standing on the line off a corner,
Like by side.
and by the side, and someone heads the ball and hits my hand. That's a pen. Natural positioning goes out the window after that.
Yeah, it's
because
a
it
shit
stopped
rule.
the goal.
Yeah.
But if let's say a player's headed the ball, flicked the ball onto back post, and on the way there tip my hand, it's not going on towards goal.
Yep.
Then it's not a pen.
I don't know. I've seen,
So if it
we've
stops
seen-
the goal, even natural position goes out the window.
I don't know. We've seen
It's just
things like
shit
that
go, bro.
be a penalty, bro.
Oh,
So
the
it's
people
always
say-
blurry lines.
Even the
and
comments.
shit.
Look,
Comments are split.
I was more impressed. I was more impressed at the fact that Clisby tried to stop it.
Hey,
He got himself into a.
you know what I'm
really good
impressed?
position.
Like I
No
said,
one's blaming Clisby.
No,
That's what I'm
there's no
impressed.
blame for Clisby.
No, but I want to actually credit him for being in the right place.
Yeah.
To try and
Nah, he
to try
fucking
and
tried at least, bro.
he tried to do
my
it.
only criticism of that goal was I think we kind of
the back?
no, we were a bit anxious after taking the lead. we didn't really look like we were in control.
Yeah, I agree, boss. Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
I think after we went in the lead, I was looking for a bit more composure, a bit more experience.
Yeah.
You just beat Adelaide away as well. So I thought, these boys can hold on to this lead.
Yeah.
And within minutes, we gave the pen, right? So that's what I was disappointed about.
The lead up to the pen where I think Thomas plays it to Panther, and Panther could have built it up, but they played it from the back. We gave it to ourselves.
So there was nerves after taking the lead.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But that place, just play it safe.
Also, I
belt
think
it up,
he
whatever.
looked a bit tired.
Who's
Panther looked a bit tired.
Well, Panther was like, I'm not picking on him, and I think he's done well.
He's come back early
He was
from
at
injury
fault for
too.
both goals. Like, not at fault, but he played a part for both goals.
Yeah,
But
he's
in
come back
saying that-
early from injury.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
He was supposed to be out for 8 weeks. He comes back after 3-4. Credit to him. He's got game
We
time.
can't have a problem now with these crosses and these fucking corners. Copping a lot of goals from them lately, aren't we?
yeah.
It's Wellington.
Adelaide, the header.
Not really Adelaide game, but shit like that. Just not clearing
We're
it.
conceding it.
Yeah, just not clearing
playing
it.
it from the back, yeah. Yeah.
Falling asleep, like that victory first goal, like everyone just fell
That
asleep.
flick on, man. Fuck.
Fucking
Hey, shout out. I want to give a shout out to Hammond as well. Like, sometimes when you have a lot of time on a ball, I just read it, sometimes you get a bit nervous.
And he missed a big
think
chance
about
before.
it. Think about it, Bernard. He's just missed a chance, right? Family's travelled to Melbourne, right? We should be up 2-3-0.
Yeah.
And that ball's...
what about Barrella's
Imagine,
chance?
let's not talk about the missed chances, bro. And that ball's coming to him, right? When that ball is coming to him, I reckon time would have frozen for him.
Yeah.
Right, time freezes for you because nerves kick in, composure goes out the window sometimes, right? And for him to, and sometimes you just want to shoot on target.
Yeah.
And
That's what
but
he
bro,
done.
I've seen so many times where players just boot it over the goal.
Yeah.
Just boot it into Rosie.
Yeah.
And it's one of those
Hey,
where
Maguire.
you're expected to score it, so even more pressure.
That's
Like,
right.
you just expect
It looks easy, right?
Yeah.
You're 1-on-1, and you know what? Credit to the young kid. He showed a lot of composure there and just tucked it away.
Side foot.
Didn't overcomplicate things. Didn't want to take a touch and because think about it, if he takes a touch there, keeper comes even more and closes more of the angle.
Yeah.
So it was a great idea to shoot that first time, but sometimes that's not as easy as it looks.
No.
You're right.
You know, under that type of pressure. So credit to him.
I was holding my breath when that ball was going across, and you could see like, it's going into the middle of nowhere, and you just see our player pop up.
Yeah.
I think even time
Mate,
froze for him as
I
well.
haven't celebrated a goal like that. That away end.
Oh, it went off.
Bro.
Went off.
It went off. It was like
Went
a
off.
derby game, that one.
Yeah.
Like,
Went
people
off.
just ran everywhere. It was great. Like, yeah.
It was good to see the family celebrate. I was
think-
looking over to them.
Yeah.
It was like, fuck it.
I
It's
think
like,
also the amount of misses we had, it was like putting a Mentos in a
right.
Coke
You're
bottle
right.
and closing the lid and
Yeah.
just opening it.
It was
All
like
that pressure,
finally,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
finally,
We're not
bro.
going into the break.
Yeah, because you start thinking, is this one of those games where the ball just
and the
doesn't
way
go in?
and the
Yes,
way he
yeah.
also celebrated, it showed a bit of like
Came
that.
to us.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love
it
it
was a
because
fucking-
because I've been critical. You guys know this, right? Going back to Borello's goal at Central Coast away last year, right? When the Mariners player came and celebrated in front of us,
Yes.
and then Borello scores a goal and starts doing some weird fucking. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
What was he doing?
Fucking.
Some weird fuck in the middle of the field. And I came on the show and I said, bro, like, why don't you run away to the away fans? They've travelled all that way.
Yeah.
Enjoy that moment
exactly.
with them. Enjoy that moment with them. Just go up to them, give them a hug.
Yeah.
And not only that, it fires us up more.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole team follows, obviously.
The F off Melbourne Victory
like
chant
fit-
went
bro,
off.
how loud was it after that?
fucking
Bloody
epic.
nothing.
Yengi's goal in the derby.
Fuck
Yeah.
Right, that's
Bro, what a
memories.
moment that was,
That's
bro.
memories that'll
I
stick
still
with me
remember that.
forever.
Yeah, that's
forever.
Yeah,
There we go. We're back.
back.
Okay,
We're
okay,
back.
okay.
We're back. We're
The
back.
thing fell. Relax, bro. Hurry up. I know what I'm doing, bro. Okay,
I think we do need to bring Stoss back.
I
we do need to
I
bring
think this
Stoss
is
back.
Bring back George.
Malta's last show.
Malta's last
Bro,
time.
the
Say
thing
bye
fell,
to
bro. I
him.
get excited. The thing
So
fell.
going back to what I said, when Aiden scored that goal, but like the away fans are there.
Yeah.
You've got one. Adebayor,
Yeah.
Adebayor.
It's not my fault this time. When the thing there, we're back.
Are we
This
all
time
on?
wasn't my fault, but this time wasn't my fault. I'm holding it.
Malta, you better not let go of that shit.
I'm holding it, bro. I was holding it. That's not that.
Do I need to repeat myself?
Yeah,
then?
repeat it.
All
We
right.
want to
Third time lucky, boss.
Third time lucky, boss.
If it cuts out bad luck.
I'm trying to say word for word. So when Aiden scored that goal, he started shifting to his right. And then, obviously, when I was watching with the boys, I was like, bro, go over to the way end. Like, 9-hour drive for some of these boys. Let them soak in that moment, you know? And then that's when, obviously, he done a sharp fucking goose step, went towards the away end. And, fuck, I could just see all the boys buzzing
You know
there.
which part? When he grabs the fucking shirt. He goes like this. And you're like,
I don't know if that's better or Milanovic is this one, bro.
Hammond's is better. Hammond's is better.
That's every kid's dream if you want to be a professional footballer, bro. You can score away at a big rival game like that.
Your
And
family's there.
Your family's there.
That was the moment, bro.
And your supporters are there going crazy, bro.
Banana, you know what kind of goal that was? If he goes on to have a successful career and he's doing a post-career interview and they ask him, can you tell us some of your best goals? And he's played at 5 different clubs, he'll probably bring up this goal.
Yeah.
Probably
The
bring up this
derby
goal.
one we lost.
It wasn't the greatest goal in the world, but it was a goal.
the moment. The moment, you know? It was all about the moment, bro.
I reckon Yangi will come down with that.
Yangi, bro. Yangi's
one was
fucking hugged Yangi, bro. I still remember hugging him.
Goosebumps, bro, that one.
I still watch that. I
and
still
just-
watch a video every now and then.
on the Insta page, I watch it here and
And,
there.
after that goal, they
Goal and the
they sat the boys down after that and said
Said
no
no more
more
running.
jumping over the LED
Look,
screen.
we're getting wet here, so if the audio fucks up, it's not my fault. Yeah, it's the rain.
I blame the rain. Oh, that old
Just be
chestnut.
mindful. I'm still holding it.
Don't forget the Yangi.
Kev, do you want to say something about the victory game?
sorry?
Did you want to say something about the victory game?
I was just going to say about Hammond himself, very humble kid. Very, very humble
Yeah,
kid. If you ever get a chance to talk to
Yeah,
him.
we actually saw him after the casino. Yeah, it was a bit
Get him
shy.
on the casino.
No, he was having a feed. He wasn't gambling. He was having a feed with his family.
No,
Relax.
I went to a family.
I must have missed that call, Malta. Malta? I must have missed that call. I didn't get the call about the casino.
Call up,
I forgot to tell you. You did say, hey. Bro, I was there for 1 hour. I lost
at
my
the casino.
I went and ate, lost my money, and was gone in 20 minutes.
I was at a family barbecue and we had a friend there.
Sorry, Kev.
We had a friend there who was in his class in high school for the last 4 years. I think from year 8 to year 12. And I asked him, I go, how was he as a kid? And he said, man, he's really humble, good kid, man.
Yeah, quiet, eh?
Good, quiet kid, you know, very focused. So, look, it's it kind of what I see right now with him is he's seeing the flowers of his work and patience.
Yeah.
Right, he was on the brink for a long time,
Flowers, yeah.
Blossoming. I like that.
and
Analogies.
man, we've seen a lot of youngsters come through and not kind of be able to break in.
Yeah.
And we've always said, like, give him an opportunity, give him an opportunity. And sometimes when they're given the opportunity, they don't kind of, you know, meet the expectations. But he's kind of, man, he's done it this year. So he deserves everything that comes his way. I think his family should be very proud of him. I think we've got a very special kid to, you know, our next big thing for us was Eunice. Right, Eunice is gone now. I think we got to focus on.
It's almost inadvertently opened the path for him.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
It has.
Almost
And-
just like,
And you know what? The path's open, but he's also taking the path.
yeah, he's taking an opportunity.
He's taking the opportunity that's given to him.
Great
So-
that we both here.
So
like
good on him.
you don't think twice when they come to bring him on. You're like, fuck, all right.
No,
he's
like
come
we
on,
know
yeah,
what's
it's
going to
Mad,
happen.
yeah.
Like,
You're
like, it's
excited.
mad.
You're excited.
So
yeah.
good on him, man. I'm very
Michael, sorry, bro. That audio stuffed up when you said it. Michael goes, should have scored, make it 3-1. Unfortunately, didn't a great game. Well done, travelling fans. Yeah, 100%. We should have been 3-1 at half.
I actually, before the game, I spoke to a whole bunch of fans and I predicted 3-2. I was
thought lost, bro.
dying.
Antonson scored that goal.
Oh,
didn't she?
bro.
Kev,
Hey, how high did the keeper jump? Honestly, I looked at the replay. I said he done everything right.
Yeah.
The chip right, the height of it. Somehow this guy just jumped up like Superman. Whoop,
just
and took the ball down.
I think both keepers had good games.
I
Yeah,
can't.
Thomas done massive saves.
I can't go past Penguins miss, bro.
Yeah.
6-yard box.
The first one.
oh,
first one.
yeah.
Saps.
Sapsford, bro. I can't go
the one
past
like
him.
your little lob.
Like,
a little
bro, all
lob.
you have to do is, bro, the keeper was frozen.
I thought it was
Keeper even said this is a goal.
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
even move. All you have to do was just a little touch to the far post, bro.
That took me back to Kirpich when against West United when
What a name.
Mita and just flicked it over the goal.
That was up.
Wow.
You know what's funny? But at the stadium, a lot of us thought in the lead up to that miss
Handball.
from Sapsford, we
Yeah.
thought it was handball.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
no
yeah.
one in the chats commented,
No,
nothing.
it wasn't.
and
He hit the back of his head.
hit
Yeah, I
the-
thought it was
right.
Swearing
yeah,
at
okay.
that's absolutely why.
Take
that fucking mask off.
All right, let's go into the Perth game. We've got Perth. We've got a big break 10 days.
Break. All I want to say is, if we don't beat Perth, bro, We have fucking problems.
Banana, we've had this fucking talk every
They're a
year, bro.
hoodoo team.
Yeah,
They're the hoodoo team when we go over there.
Bogey.
They're the bogey
I don't
team,
even know
bro.
what to say. Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, the Banaries, but
Yeah, the Banaries. Yeah, the Wada Anab.
Oh, I think Juan's enjoying a bit of extra time in Melbourne, by the way, because I didn't see Juan Mata, yeah, because I didn't see him on the plane on the way back with the boys.
He's got a private jet, bro.
That's what he's saying. This is what I got offered. I didn't come. Idiot.
Newcastle just scored.
Newcastle.
Shit, Zatkovic. I hope he fucking doesn't win a game for the rest of his whole career, bro. After what he did against us, time wasting. Fuck
Liam
him.
Rose.
Dirty.
Is that one that was at MacArthur?
Yeah, that is him. How about
So we are playing away from home. It's Perth midweek game. Obviously, anything except a win is just not acceptable. Let's face it.
Yep.
Last couple of weeks have been all right, but we're starting to get a gap between the top six again. It is.
Yeah.
And we're going there with all the expectations. George said it on the last interview that when we're the favourites, we struggle. Well, this Perth game, we're the favourites.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
We've
things
got to
where
get
it's
the
on
job
us.
done. We just it's a no-brainer, I think. If you don't beat Perth over there,
Yeah, you got issues.
Perth were winning 2-1 the other day and dropped it in a lot in
massive,
in
yeah.
injury
Massive,
time.
yeah.
crazy game? Crazy.
91st and 95th worldie, bro.
Yeah.
What a goal.
And then after Perth, 3 days later, we're at home to Central Coast.
One thing I want to ask you about Perth. Who plays centre back? Are you putting Brillante back there, or are you bringing Pelicanos in?
Oh, I'm saying Matter.
is
I'm
Brillante
saying Matter
injured?
with Priestman.
Yep.
I'm keeping Brillante at the back row.
Okay.
I think
No experience.
experience away game. I think
I reckon we can transform him
Pelicanos,
into a
is it?
centre back, bro.
Pelicanos.
Yeah.
I think at home you can kind of put him in because less pressure.
Yeah.
I think it's more pressure at home with us fucking bearing down on them.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't think anyone voices it. They might be thinking it,
Yeah.
but no one. But at Perth, I think the shed might get a bit rowdy there.
Yeah.
So I think away games keep Brillante there, more experienced, and I think he had a great 1.5 games there, man.
Yeah, he
at the
did. He
back.
has done well.
Yeah.
So in that case, in right back, are you playing Panther or Simmons or
Simmons needs to get it run.
what's out of those two?
I'm going Simmons, man. I'm going Simmons. Look,
You know what? Panther might play left back because Clisby picked up an injury.
Actually, yeah, good shout out, Kev.
His knee was wrapped up.
Panther reminds me a bit
Panther
of
done left back.
Panther reminds me a bit of Doggy. Just playing in a lot of positions. He used to be a fill-in, right? And I think even Doggy played at left back for one of the games.
Don't be surprised if Doggy scores against us.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Scored a nice goal.
If Clisby's injured, Panther plays left. It's a tough one because Clisby's done all right lately. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Panther's done. He was at.
But you're not dropping
but he's
Clisby
done
because of
fair.
performance. It's
Yeah.
injury, yeah.
But then if he's fit,
You keep Clisby there, bro, if he's fit.
so then Panther's dropped.
Panthers dropped, or you put...
Surely Cleese will be there.
Hey,
I don't think
can I ask
Simmons
you a
is ready
question?
to start.
would you put Panther centre back and put Brillante back in the middle?
But that means Matter can't play middle. I think Matter's. Hey, proving me wrong. I thought Matter in middle can't work.
What's the matter?
I thought it's going to be too much running for like a Priestman to because Matter's not going to drop back.
Maybe
but
not
he's done
against
well.
Perth, but we might have a lot of the ball.
It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Like
Bailey Lloyd goes Panther centre back, Simmons right, Simmons left back, Bonatic centre back, Clisby right.
switch
Switch them, huh?
Simmons and Clisby around and
I don't think Simmons is ready for like a 90-minute game yet.
So then you'll play Panther if Clisby's
It's either
fit.
that or he starts and then Cameron comes on for it later.
Cameron? Not Panther?
Later. No, sorry. If Clisby's injured,
Yep.
Panther left,
Yep.
Brillante, Bonatig, Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And then
agree.
at some point, Simmons will have to come off. I don't think he's got 90 minutes in him yet.
I'll be honest, I think we need to score 3 goals again to win this. I think Perth's got goals in him.
Yeah.
No, so.
Of course, against us, they will.
Yeah.
Wait, I should say sorry. I didn't want Battleado against Victory. Did well. I haven't seen him for a while.
Number
Came on,
10.
Did well. Number
Is it number 10? Number 10.
Because he used to play number 10. Like he used to play.
He,
that.
Big number.
for the Australian youth team under 20s. He played in the 10. And look, bro, we've been seeing him a lot in the Ambassador Lounge and always ask when the fuck's he's gonna play. And
he got his opportunity.
He got his opportunity. I think he did well.
Yeah,
No, but I'm saying he's got the number 10 on his back.
Yeah.
Right, the number 10
Had it
position,
last season, I
but
think.
no, he didn't have that last season.
No, and he took it off Ninko.
Nico,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It's a big number to carry.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Bro.
All right, let's go score predictions.
I'm gonna go
Perth 1-0. Nah, we'll score. No.
Perth 2-1.
Perth 2-1.
Yeah. Fuck. Wouldn't surprise me being a club.
1-1.
They will score.
88th minute, Perth will score a winner, bro.
Don't say that, boss. Come on.
We've seen it too many times, bro. Seen it too many.
Nah, I reckon Things got something to prove. Stage himself.
Yeah.
All right, no, I reckon
club.
we'll get the win. I reckon we'll finally break the duck over there and get the win.
I like John's prediction.
I was actually going to,
Yeah.
Yeah, the one time I'm going to agree with him. 4-2.
Yeah.
4-2. Wanderers.
Yeah, I think 4-2.
I think Doggy might score, and I think Taggart,
Marcella.
Taggart will score. The bastard always scores against us.
he'll score.
Yeah, we're conceding. I think we're conceding.
I think, I don't know if I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a game this year where we have not scored.
Has there been a game where we haven't conceded?
No.
No, we've conceded and scored in every game. Have we?
Both teams to score, right?
Both teams to score, result.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Did we get a nil game? No,
Newcastle, we
No,
did.
we haven't had a 0-0
I think
game.
we have, yeah.
Not 0-0, but like where we.
Yeah, but
No,
look, I think
we scored, but
Yeah, I think
it's
we
the
scored
conceding
everyone.
part's the problem.
Yeah.
I think Jamie said if we can't beat Perth, then we should not be talking about top 6. And
All right.
How tight is the ladder, bro? Apart from obviously,
How
well,
good-
we need to win this because otherwise
How
we're
good?
starting to
How
fall
good seeing Sydney not win a game for a while?
Yeah.
Well,
no, but the bastards
they
still came
snuck
back
that
and
Oh yeah, we beat City 2-0. Yeah, we beat City 2-0.
Oh, yeah, that was, there you go.
Sydney.
they've been saying we haven't scored.
No,
we said?
No,
they
but
said
then
we
you,
haven't
but then you
conceded.
asked, somebody asked.
Sydney's only won one game in their last 5.
Yeah.
Take it.
My bro, they should have lost that one. To
Should have
Newcastle.
lost, bro.
No, Newcastle.
Good volleyball. What's his name? Caceres.
Yeah. Well, look,
right.
Newcastle's winning at the moment. Let's hope they get that win, eh?
Yeah.
I think they deserve it. They've been playing good.
They've been playing good football, man.
Sadkovic dog. All right. So we've got one loss, 3 wins. That's the predictions. We'll see how that goes, eh?
I went for win.
Yeah. Yeah. Bosman lost, the rest of us
Wow.
won.
So Newcastle, Perth Glory, and Brisbane have played a combined amount of combined games, combined 32 games. And if you combine their wins, that's 4 wins.
Yeah.
If Newcastle wins
And
this,
one of them's Newcastle against Brisbane.
that's
Yeah.
right. So 4 wins out of
Costco,
32
yeah.
games. Bottom
And
3
then
teams.
go shoot yourself in the foot because we drew to Brisbane.
And I don't understand people that said there shouldn't be a second league because you got to get this garbage out of here. To be
Yeah,
honest,
it's true. It's
Yeah.
replace
that's a
Brisbane
whole
rule with
different
South Melbourne, bro.
question. That's a whole different
Spark
question.
up the fucking league.
That's a whole different potty there.
Who was meant to be the other A-League team?
Canberra.
Canberra. Okay.
Is that for next year or was that crumbled?
Is Wollongong
it's
in
gone
there as
quiet.
well?
Wollongong is in the second division.
The second
That-
division,
that
alright.
is coming, yeah.
Really dominated by.
I'm sick of the buy. I'm sick of the buy.
It is a 10-day gap, so yeah,
You
we'll
won't
do
see
our-
us for 2 weeks, cunts.
Yeah, but we'll do the interviews after the Central Coast game at home. That's our
Kev will be there.
Friday game, I think it is. So it's a Friday night. We haven't had a Friday night in a while, I think. So let's get down there.
Thank you,
support the boys.
Michael. Thank you,
It's around
Michael.
Australia.
Straight from work.
Yeah. It's around
Get to the
Australia.
game.
Friday, 17th of January. Don't
you go.
fucking miss out.
Oh, there you go.
17
Wrong
and
name.
17.
Wrong date. All right, well, hopefully we'll see you there. Come to Gate C. Let's get some new faces doing interviews.
Get some
Oh, yeah,
new faces on, for
Actually,
God's sakes.
shout out to Nick who was in Melbourne. You owe me a fucking interview because I spoke to he sat with me for the whole game and I said, okay, cool, you better come to Gate C after the game.
There you
So
go.
we should have one new
Yeah, let's get new
face on
faces.
the show.
Yeah,
get new
and Mr. Zamet, get up your bloody phone and get an interview.
Yeah, we want to have you.
Yeah, Mr. Zamet.
How about we get John 99 to come?
John
and,
99, get on that fucking
I'd like to
interview,
see that,
gentlemen.
yeah. Guys, come up and say, look, I'm so and so. We kind of remember the names.
I got to admit, our post game crowd needs to spark up a bit. It looks a bit empty.
If
sometimes.
Malta rocks up on time, maybe we can
I had to
fucking.
speak to Shakuna, bro. I had to- He was walking around. I had to give him,
Fuck, we waited
words.
Kiss
10
and hug.
minutes for him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Waited
walked out. I seen poor
Shannon
George,
Cole, bro.
poor George just fucking
yeah.
staying there. I go, George, don't go anywhere, brother. We need to hear from you.
Shannon Cole, mate. We haven't forgotten.
Shannon
Cole?
Hey, don't worry,
did he
long
do?
story, but he's going to be on an episode here.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
that's the deal because he
Come
dogged
by.
the interviews, but
Yeah.
we said we'll bring him on the show.
Oh, we need to get a big fish on here.
Yeah,
Big
come.
fish.
I think we're.
It doesn't matter.
I think
We need to get him
I
on.
think we're at a stage that we can have anyone we want on the show.
You reckon?
Who do you want?
Well, Barella owes us one. He said anytime you want. When we invite him to the derby, he said, "Listen, I'm not going to come today, but I owe you guys one." So we have his card in our pocket if we want to. It's a matter of when do we want to bring him on.
Why don't we get?
idea.
Hang on, I've got an idea. Banana, only if you approve.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
The next show,
Next year.
One thing I want to raise up.
we get Shakuna because Malta's not here.
Oh,
He's too shy. He won't
I
come
put the
on.
call out card to him.
Right, come on.
Send me a laughing emoji.
But how good would it be that a Maltese will replace Malta?
I'm gonna
I'll put him here next to Malta too.
I'm gonna make
Next
a
to
I'm gonna
Malta.
make a call.
Oh, no.
Let's get one Matt on the show.
But that's what I'm just saying.
Oh,
The
yeah.
big fish.
Can he speak English every time I hear him
Oh,
speaking?
sick.
Oh, he played in England. Yeah, what a dumb question.
Are you an idiot?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Two things. Number one, I like Adrian's idea that him and John will ask Kev the questions. And the next one, very, very quickly, the women's coach, gone, hooker.
Gone.
Today.
Hooker.
Mutual,
personal, I think.
Agreement.
mutual personal, whatever.
So-
but they come in second last.
Oh, so okay.
So see whatever, yeah.
They started the season well, didn't they?
Well, gone rubbish. It's Sydney's last.
They've only
We're
won one
1
game.
point above them.
Gee, Sydney are last.
Yeah.
Wow, they usually will.
Yeah, we're not going too well with that. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Other than that,
Some comical goals on the weekend from that league.
yeah, women's, yeah.
Jeez.
Great to see. It's cool. Other than that, obviously, next potty will be 2 games. Will be Perth away, Central Coast at home. Hoping we come back 6 points and we're in the top 6. It'll be great to see. Other than that, get to Gate
Other
C.
than Thank you for watching.
Get to the
again.
games.
Hit the like button.
The like
Like,
button.
share,
Like, guys, please.
subscribe.
Get into it all.
Do it all. You know
We'll
what
see
to
you
do.